By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop Movers! Hop Movers! Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers. Extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers. Safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers. Safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop Movers! Hop Movers! Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers. Extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers. Safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers. Safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the WIC Open 2020. And it is now day 8. We've got a great match for you today. Actually, I got a lot of matches for you today, and we're so happy to be here and give you the action right to your doorstep. Once again, my name is Percy, and with me is Leo. We'll be your hosts and shoutcasters for today, giving you back-to-back action for tonight.
Mainit ang tarima, ladies and gentlemen. Tatlo ang laban na magaganap ngayong gabi. Tatlong best of 3, and 2 of which are going to be lower bracket matches. That means we're going to be saying goodbye to 2 teams tonight at the WIC Open. And this is because we only had 1 match last Friday night. So ngayon babawi tayo. Percy, this is bittersweet, but it has to happen. Something's gotta give, and it's going to be the last 2 matches tonight, which are going to be fights for tournament life.
All the same, it's still going to be very exciting because syempre feel natin yung everything is on the line right now. They have to give their all. Di na sila pwedeng magtago ng cards. Ilalabas na nilang lahat. And so we're very excited to see what's going to be coming out for our tournament today. Of course, we'd like to thank the organizers of our tournament. Thank you very much, WIC. That is World Impact Communications. Also, we'd like to thank mgamer.io for putting all of this together.
Maraming salamat rin sa Memo Plus Gold. Para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural bako pamonyera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Thank you so much to Tough Mama. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay maasahan, nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
For deliveries na hindi kaya ng motorsiklo, choose Hop Movers and enjoy big savings. Download the app and discover great deals for your deliveries. Hop on. Of course, we'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you so much to iCandy. Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy and the Yellow and Orange. Brighten up your day with only the best home-baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
Right, so there we go. Now let's get, before we start the match, for those who are just watching us today, syempre, new Monday, new week, and if you're just getting back into Mobile Legends, baka interested kayong sumali sa next WIC Open. So let's go ahead and check out how you can join the WIC Open. all you need to do is go ahead and download the mgamer.io app. Okay, remember, it's mgamer.io. And you and the rest of your team should go ahead and register here. Afterwards, your entire team should at least average legend ranking in Mobile Legends. And of course, during the match, dapat kaya nyong gumamit ng mgamer.io app. So go ahead and try it out. You might find it interesting for you. Of course, at the same time, dapat, syempre, abang lang kayo on the mgamer.io app. Maybe you could be included in the next WIC Open. So let's go ahead as well and show us where we are standing now in our current tournament. So we are currently on day 8. As you can see, ang current schedule natin today, smack dab in the middle, pinakagitna. Yeah, that's November 18, Monday. And again, like sabi ni Leo kanina, tatlo ang matches natin today. And we're going to be showing you exactly where they're going to be at. So let's go ahead and show the playoffs bracket. We have one upper bracket match today. This will be our first match. This is Chef Irish Online Kitchen versus Master of Whatever. And we have two lower bracket matches, lower bracket 3 and lower bracket 4. This is Yellow and Orange versus Power Edge Esports. And ang dapat nakasama natin last week, si Team Mogs versus Axa Cuties for our other lower bracket match. There you go. So let's go ahead and show them exactly who's going to be facing off today. And this is exactly what we're going to be expecting. Lots of matches going on from now all the way up until the end. So, syempre guys, join us all the way until siguro aabot tayo ng mga 11, 11:30. Baon na kayo ng snacks. Go ahead and grab some dessert because we're going to be in for a long night of Mobile Legends action.
Pero bago natin simulan ang bakbakan, I'm pretty sure may mga nagtataka, no? Diyan sa chat, paano na, Lods, yung diamond giveaway ni WIC? Well, don't worry, we got you, fam. We'll be announcing our winner from last week's sharing and screenshot commenting. And here we go. Congratulations to John Carlos Galpo. You win yourself 500 pesos worth of Mobile Legends Diamond. Sakto. Pambili mo to ng Starlight kung wala ka pa or nung bagong parating na hero. If you know, you know. The Pac-Man's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Kung gusto nyo maging katulad ni paring John Carlos Galpo, well, on your screen now is going to be the instructions. Make sure that you pay attention to the matches that goes on tonight. And, of course, through Wednesday and Friday, dahil meron kayong makikitang diamond. Okay? On screen may diamond. Ang gagawin niyo, i-screenshot niyo yung diamond, comment it down below on the streams here at the WIC page, and then i-like na rin yung page, like nyo yung stream, share it, make it public, and then by Monday next week, mag-a-announce na naman tayo. Alright, so paring John, just keep your message requests open, your inbox ng messenger open, dahil kami ang mag-contact sa'yo. Congratulations once more. Percy, simulan na natin, bakbakan na.
All right, so let's go ahead and introduce our teams for today. Our first match will be our upper bracket match, and we have Chef Irish Online Kitchen, composed of Alaska, Aldrin, Achupo, HumbleGod.bit, Irish, Revel, Ryan, and VP Said.
On the other side, it's going to be Master of Whatever. Walang kabayas-bayas, sobrang lakas ng team na to. I swear, I saw them in action last week, and this is going to be impressive. Ken, TZ, Cutie, Mark, TZ, Ron, 30boy, and Yoki. Ayan. So, it's a smaller team compared to the other squads here. Pero best believe, gamit na gamit na lahat yan. Alright, so Master Whatever versus Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Simulan na natin. I think the draft is about ready to go. Percy, 3-man ban ito as compared to the professional leagues. So a lot of heroes here are gonna be open, most definitely, especially Benedetta. So, baka makita natin siya dito, baka na-practice na ng Master Whatever or ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Looking forward to it.
Last week, sabi mo, may 3 Bs or rather 4 Bs na binaba nowadays. Of course, that was, help me refresh. I know there's Barats, Brody. Sining other two? Sining other
Benedetta
two?
and ako dinagdag ko lang yung Baksha. Because Baksha seems to be old reliable. Parang madalas si Baksha ang nagiging tank ngayon ng karamihan ng teams. But looking at what our friends from Chef Irish are thinking about, parang takot pa rin sila sa Ling. And ngayon, yan, Master of Whatever, sila gets nila, naintindihan nila na, okay, we'd rather not have the Barats. Feeling ko itong next ban, lalabas ito si Brody somewhere. Because if not, merong gagamit sa kanya. Definitely there it is. Chef Irish Online gets nila. They understand.
Siyempre, lots of things have been happening, no? And siyempre, ang limitations natin with a 3-man ban versus 5-man ban, mas hindi nakakalabas yung mga heroes na to. I am more interested in seeing, have you seen recently any Benedetta action? Maybe in the other leagues that you've been casting for?
No. Nowhere in competitive yet has Benedetta shown herself. Pero sa rank, medyo napapadalas. And again, she's a little bit more of a utility Lancelot. So definitely may damage output. Not as mobile. Definitely walang only dash tulad ni Lancelot. Pag Pogi, only dash. But for Benedetta, it's more of like, okay, may sustain ako. I'm able to dive in and survive certain ganks na hindi kaya ni Lancelot. So yeah, may chance pa rin natin siya makita dito dahil Johed ang tinanggal ng Master of Whatever. First pick, Esmeralda. For Master of Whatever, they have the side lane Alice. And ang maganda kasi dito sa small ban pool, again, 3-man ban lang ito, you can keep your course for the later part. Napansin ko dun sa 5-man ban is nagkakaubusan ng course. So parang linalabas nila first half pa lang. Kasi nga konti lang ang useful course ngayon eh. So dito pwede mo pa rin itago. And so far, that's what's happening. See? You still have the side lane show, possibly mid Lunox, and nagkakahayaan pa rin when it comes to the core.
That's right. Siyempre, interesting. Now that they've already had their first pick, could this be a core Yuchong? Or baka side lane to? What do you think?
This is a side lane Yuzhong. Very rarely ako nakakita ng mid Yuzhong na core. I only saw this like the first month he was out. So he's been out for a long time now. People understand na lane bully siya sa side lanes. So this is definitely Master of Whatever establishing side lane dominance muna. Tapos sa kanila i-build yung core nila. Tank nila yung back siya. Magandang counter dito sa Esmeralda. And there you go. Nagkakaubusan na tayo ng core. So sino pang nandyan? YSS. Roger! Pwede pa.
Yes,
so there's still a couple of good choices. But from here, kung wala sa pool ng mga players ito, talaga magkakaubusan. There you go. So support. Ihuhuli talaga nila yung core dito.
On the side of, actually, we're already good na on tanks, side lanes, everything's good. I'm looking at their past mga past picks nila, and everything that they've already brought out either won't fit into the meta anymore or na pick up or na ban out na. So everything from your Link to your Hellcurt, so on and so forth, everything that they've wanted to pick or they picked before, wala na sa ano. I'm now interested to see yung mga last picks nila will be things na they haven't brought out before.
Okay, nagkakakulangan na nga. See? The return of the comeback for carry here in mid lane. Very dangerous because there's the potential for the Yuzhong to bully her. And of course, to catch arrows with that Selena. And feeling ko nanalo sa trade ang Master of Whatever dito. Again, that last slot for the red team. Very, very useful. Very, very strong. Could have gone for the Roger, but I think lalaban siya dito sa late game. Gusto niya ng medyo may range. In addition to the vision that's given by, oh wow, now come to think of it, parang habang sinasabi ko yung mga advantages ng YSS, parang lumalakas lalo itong pick ng Master of Whatever. Meron silang traps from the Selena, meron pa silang Mountain Shocker. So if you're gonna ask me, our brainy good draft pick here, gotta give it up to that last slot YSS. Sobrang map dominance ang galaw dito ng Master of Whatever.
All right. So let's get to see the action in just a bit. We're going to start our first upper bracket match, best of 3 series right here, right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Hop movers! Hop movers! Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
naman sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Sige. Ayan po. So, thank you very much, mga sponsors po natin for today. Thank you very much, Memo Plus Gold, Tough Mama, Hop Movers, AXA, Eye Candy, and Yellow and Orange. So, we're about to begin our match in just a bit. We're waiting for both our competitors to come on in, load into the game, and get this on into the action. So, before we start, you mentioned ang advantages ng lineup ng Master of Whatever. They have great sight. They're gonna see a lot of map control here. I want to know on the side naman ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Anong mga advantages nila na they can play into their strengths?
Chef Irish Online Kitchen, what they have on board here is great counterplay. Definitely meron silang way para mag-isolate ng mga tao, especially with the Cho and si Revilio dun sa kanyang Kufra. That aside, they don't have much burst. Kulang sila ng burst. And sometimes that's what you need when you have a Baksha and a Yuzhong. So immediately, Durans ang magiging investment dito ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen. But look at this now. Percy, big fight in mid.
And then on the other side, it is the Lunox who's going to be punished for this. Now both teams moving on in here is skirmish coming on out. Baksha now trying to move to prevent the Kufra coming on. Nice charge. And there you go. Nice first blood by the Kufra. That first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama. Both teams actually moving on. And actually, I was very interested when you said yung sa burst damage. Isn't the Lunox capable of bringing out that needed burst damage when they need it?
Well, ang feeling ko lang doon, medyo nag-asim si Yoki. They engaged wherein the Selena isn't as strong. Selena is better whenever she surprises people, whenever she comes in out of nowhere. And hold up! Medyo nag-asim doon ng konti si 30 Boy. Nakita niya si Revilio. And now coming in, Ryan flickers out. Napagsak siya dito ni Roki. And Revilio just disengages. Okay, so back to that thing that happened in mid, no? Napaasim lang ng konti si Yoki. Kala nila, kaya niya mag-burst down. Pero yun nga, the fights that Yoki should be taking are the ones wherein they are the aggressor. So dito maaga pa lang, aggressor ang Chef Irish. So reset sila dito, 2-2. Pero lamang pa rin ng konti ang Master Whatever by 500 gold. They have to keep this up. Kasi kung hindi makakapag-scale yung lineup ng Master Whatever and Chef Irish Online Kitchen gonna dominate. So that's the early game strategy here for both teams.
Alright, so it looks like Cho is having a lot of time, having a lot of problem here dealing with the 3. However, off on the side, you can see, nice jump in from the Kufra. Siguro just to ward them off rather than to actually just catch them on in, because he could have picked a better position here. Ooh, arrow coming out, not connecting, and it looks like Master of Whatever will disengage from here. Now, of course, syempre, they've stayed a little bit too long, and looks like Master of Whatever already knows where the rest of the lineup of Chef Irish Online Kitchen is. Syempre, they'll be able to pick their battles more carefully now, especially since our YSS is now level 4, actually level 5.
Yeah, yun yung strength ng lineup ng Master Whatever. Alam nila kung nasaan dapat parate ang mga miyembro ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Kenzie Security, medyo nag-asim yata. Tingnan lang sa baba. Dito, si Alaska. And there's a full combo here brought in by Archupo. Revilio gets the kill. And I don't know why Master Whatever is doing this. Hindi rin naman nakapaggulo masyado si 30 Boy dun sa taas. And Ryan here is in trouble. Yoki get the arrow in plus the ward. There's the assassination by the support and the turtle take. So it took 2 people to do the full gulo-gulo no jutsu. But so far it's paying off. 1,000 gold ahead dito ang Master Whatever.
Right. However, it's not really worth it. Oh, actually, it is worth it in my opinion. They were able to block off a lot of things that should have happened, and now they can keep up this initiative that they've already been having since a while ago. And so, Master of Whatever now throwing an arrow into the mid, connecting. However, the rest of the team isn't there. Of course, Yoki won't be diving into the tower anytime soon. However, now looking at the top tower, looks like they'll be able to get this one for free. shaving off the energy shield for Baksha, catches one off out. Kufra not being able to turning out the ball. The Lunox now in play. The rest of the team, YSS now coming on in, and it's the Baksha takes down the Kufra. Alice now chasing down the Lunox while the show easily takes down the Baksha. However, in exchange, the YSS will take that one, and it looks like a double kill for the YSS, taking down the Lunox as well underneath the top tower.
Grabe naman yun, 3 for 1 dito para sa Master of Whatever. And that's what I'm talking about. The only way that they got a kill there is not through burst. Again, not through burst. It's talagang minano-mano nila si Kenty and Beauty. And I think inasi nila yun. They should not have picked that fight because they were losing it already. Dapat let go nila. Hindi rin naman masyado yung nakuha doon ng Master of Whatever. But Chef Iris Online, the squad stayed for too long, and impressive here getting away with it. Yoki, wow, teasing with the recall from behind the wall. Alam nila kasi hindi lang makuha, and another duo knockout from the top. Kasama pa siguro yung Torre dyan, wala nang outer shield turrets. Grabe. Dapat magpaayuda ang Master of Whatever dito. 2 turrets. Percy, 2 turrets plus a kill ang nakuha ng Stas dito ni Mark Teasy at ni 30 Boy.
Alright, so 2 towers already taken down. Let's take a look at the action in the middle. Gufra now jumping on in. However, the rest of the Master of Whatever is currently on. Mountain Shocker now coming out. Ooh, Abyssal Arrow connects. Alice just comes in to clean him up. And the tower also gets taken down. That tower takedown brought to you by Hop Movers. And we're going to be pausing for a quick break. And let's see now how things can be converted over onto the side of Chef Irish Online Kitchen. So just a quick recap, no? While we're waiting for everyone to come back online, it is now 4-9 on the side of Chef Irish Kitchen. So they're now down 5, and not only down 5, they're also down 5k gold as well. Yep. With the aggression that Master of Whatever is bringing into the game, what are Chef Irish's online Kitchen's options right now?
Chef Irish Online na kailangan nilang gawin yung mga ginagawa nila early game, no? Kailangan nilang i-bait out not Ken TCQT. Kasi gusto ni Ken TCQT yun eh. Naalala mo yun, Percy, yung first 3-4-1 sa taas? That's because they spent too much time on Ken TCQT. So wag na silang magpapaloko dito sa Baksha. Okay? So that's tip number 1. Don't target the Baksha. Ang tatargetin nyo dapat dyan, at this point, wag na si 30 Boy eh. Wala na eh. Nandito na tayo eh. Nangyari na eh. Nakapag-farm na to si 30 Boy, and once this Alice hits her ult, unless you have your Deadly Blade or your Durance already, which I think they don't yet, this is a 5-minute game, talaga malulugi kayo. So that's what this lineup on Master of Whatever is doing. Sabi ko, early game maganda ang counterplay ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Now that we're in the mid-game, mas nagiging trabaho na to ng Master of Whatever. So don't fall for that. Target the softies, Yoki, and Mark Teasy. Start from there. Hindi pa to huli. Malaki na ang lead nila. But if they can secure this purple, give it here to Humble Godbit, then yes. But ito rin yung weakness ng pagkakaroon ng Marksman core. Yung Marksman na funnel, it is very hard to catch up.
Actually, that Abyssal Arrow just connected onto the Lunox, and they were able to instantly jump in. Kufra not being able to stun anybody on out kasi medyo siya yung nasa harap, and he couldn't also give away to his position right now. Mount Chopper now coming on out and bringing the damage on. YSS taking that final kill onto that Kufra, and now it looks like they're in trouble. Humble Godbit takes taken down on his carry, and the rest of Master of Whatever is just really in a very strange position. It looks like we have an early GG.
Oh, wow. That's gonna be a surrender here by Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Naintindihan nila, nagets nila. Again, with a core like Carry, hindi rin malayo manarating mo eh. It is very difficult, especially with a team as aggressive as Master of Whatever. Lalo alam nila kung paano i-break down yung ganitong klaseng draft. Malakas pa to, lalo na nasa red team ang Master of Whatever. They can really just read the draft of Chef Irish Online, and hindi pa nagsimula yung laro, pwede na alam nila sa loob nila panalo sila kasi execution na lang. Half of the battle has already been won. So that's game number 1. I wonder how Chef Irish Online's Kitchen will adjust from here. Napakalaking adjustment. Ang dami nilang kailangang i-address para makapag-force ng game 3.
I see. Lots of things to consider, no? Things were already swinging over onto the way of Master of Whatever. However, did Chef Irish Online Kitchen have a chance in order to convert that back? But sa tingin mo, when they bring it to the late game, kaya pa nila mag-convert?
Sobrang daming kailangang gawin ng Chef Irish Online. 1, uh, kinailangan nilang magkamali or sabihin nating maging defensive ang master of whatever, and that's not gonna happen. No way. You have full vision of the map and you have the Baksha, you have the Alice, pwede ka man bait play, not gonna happen. So you go to the second the second win condition is to have pick-offs. But even then, that's not gonna happen because of the full map vision or at map vision advantage na meron ang master of whatever. So feeling ko talaga sa draft pa lang, medyo nadehado na ang Chef Irish Online Kitchen. So for game number 2, I would suggest what they do here is they have to draft proactively. Wag silang mag-draft ng core na marksman. Kung core marksman man yan, it has to be the Brody, it has to be a Claude. Something that's very mobile. Para pwede silang gumalaw agad, split push if they need to, and then farm up as much as possible. Para rin yung investment nila sa isang mid-core mag-pay off din eventually. At they're not playing not to lose. Alam mo yun, it's different to play to win and playing not to lose. So that's what I think Chef Irish Online Kitchen should have done.
All right. However, it looks like we'll have to wait until the next time to figure out whether they'll be able to convert their wins into losses or try out these new strategies and improvements. Because it looks like we're now getting word from our organizers that it looks like Chef Irish Online Kitchen will be giving this one over to Master of Whatever due to maybe some technical issues. Siguro maybe they're still experiencing some problems left over from the storm. All the same, it looks like they're going to be giving this one to Master of Whatever, and Master of Whatever now going to be moving up 2-0 for this one, and it'll be Chef Irish Online Kitchen moving down to the lower bracket. So they still have a chance. No, maybe they na-realize nila na this might be a little bit too much. At the same time, hindi rin kaya ng internet natin. Maybe we have some technical issues we need to iron out. Afterwards, let's just regroup, try our best again, and let's climb on up from the bottom.
Yep. Hindi pa naman to huli. There's still another chance here for Chef Irish Online Kitchen. But either way, with that draft alone, kahit nasabi mong wala yung execution, I think Master of Whatever did earn this win.
That's right. So now let's take a quick look at let's tease in a little on our teams for today. So we've just finished our our first upper bracket match, Chef Irish Online Kitchen versus Master of Whatever. And up next, get this one, we have our 2 lower bracket matches. This is Yellow and Orange versus Power Edge Esports. And later on, it's going to be Mogs versus Axa Cuties. Both of these teams, lower bracket, both of these teams could be going home at any point in time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're up for a tight match in just a bit. So after this, we're going to pause for a quick break. Don't go away. When we come back, more Mobile Legends actions brought to you by the WIC Open 2020. We'll be right back.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello. Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances, Tough Mama. Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama. Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama. Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Welcome back to the WIC Open 2020. It is day 8, and we're now moving on to our second series of tonight. Out of 3, and we're now moving on to the lower bracket matches, which I'm very excited for because this is the time when teams will have to pull out all the stops in order to stay in this tournament.
Yep. And tonight, we already saw someone drop down into the lower bracket. So Chef Irish Online Kitchen, bawi na lang next time. Coming up next, it's going to be the matchup between Yellow and Orange and Power Edge Esports. But before that, we'd like to thank everyone who's making this WIC Open 2020 possible.
That's right. We'd like to thank, of course, World Impact Communications, and of course, I'mGamer.io for putting all of this together.
Maraming salamat rin sa Memo Plus Gold. Para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural bako pamonyera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Thank you as well to Tough Mama. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay maasahan, nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
We'd also like to thank Hop Movers. Extra kita, extra savings sa mga deliveries with Hop Movers. Download Hop Movers Senders or Hop Movers Captain app and discover great deals. Hop on sa Hop Movers. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you so much to iCandy. Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy, and to Yellow and Orange. Maglalaro sila dito. Brighten up your day with only the best home-baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
All right, so let's get down to showing people where we are exactly. Right now, please show us, especially for those who want to know how to get into the WIC Open. So if you guys want to get into the next WIC Open, all you need to do is download the mgamer.io app. Go ahead, register your entire squad of 5. And of course, dapat lahat kayo legend rank at least. Ikaw ba, Leo, ano na bang rank mo sa ML?
Sakto, pasok, legend.
Legend? Konting grind pa. I'm currently at, nasa na ba ako? Master pa lang yata eh. Master pa lang. So, konting grind pa and I'll be able to get in for the next time. Siyempre, bring all of your friends and try out the mGamer app. It might be able to help you reach the rank you want to reach. So right now, we're currently at the lower bracket, and that is our schedule for today. We're here on our second match for today, and this is what we're seeing. Anybody could go home right now. It could be Power Edge Esports. It could be Yellow and Orange. And the same could be said for our next series after this as well. So go ahead and why don't we go ahead and check out who exactly are the teams that we're going to be fighting today? That are going to be fighting today.
First up, we have this is Yellow and Orange. Yan, this is a squad made up of Beer, Bianca, Taba, Kanu, Dukyle, Para sa Cheesecake, Siapyes, and Winrar. Yan, extract that.
And on the other side, we have Power Edge Esports, composed of Duncan Domat, JYMR, Lian, Rolly Reed, Ryu, and Turat. All of them coming on in for this last match for today. One of them will be going home, and the other one, second to the last match for today. One of them will be moving forward, and the other one will be going home. So I'm super excited now to see who will be who will remain and who will, who will we have to say goodbye to at the end of the day. So without further ado, let's get ahead and get on in the draft, and let's see what they have for us today.
Let's get it on. Nasa blue side ngayon ang Power Edge. Again, blue side seems to be a very weird. It's a weird time in the meta game to be in the blue side. A lot of teams I've seen always say red side kami, red side kami. Even if it's up to them, even if it's their choice, they'll always say red side kami. And it's easier to draft when you're on the red side. But being on the blue side, meron kang first pick power. And if kaya mo ilusot yung Brody, why not? First bans here, chunky ladies, thick with 6 Cs. You have the Esmeralda and the Hilda. Again, very annoying heroes. One, very strong in the early game. The other, late. Sino pa kaya tatanggalin dito? I'd say Barats and Johed. Tanggalin nyo na yan para wala na yung problema. But that leaves Brody open. And it looks like they're gonna leave one of those open. Johed or Barats. First pick na yan.
Me, on a personal level, I'd rather deal with a Jawhead than a Barats because Jawhead has already been around in the game for a very long time. More or less, people know that, okay, there's a Jawhead in play, I can compensate for that. Pero a Barats rather, since bago pa lang siya, parang you still have to get used to having to deal with it, especially if look at that, the Yutong was banned out.
Okay. Interesting. These two teams don't care about the Barats or the Jawhead unless kunin dito ng yellow and orange, doble na. Barats and Jawhead, go for it. It would not be a bad idea. It would make me so happy if they pick both and then have Power Edge deal with it. But if one of them show up, that's fine. If both don't, then they're asking for it. Sa totoo lang, sobrang lakas ng dalawang hero na yun right now. And if they don't pick it up, it just means one thing, Percy. They're playing on comfort. Wala sa pool nila, yung dalawang hero na yun.
And just like that, they've already gone ahead and picked out their Kufra and the Lancelot right here. A really pick up of this core Lancelot and Kufra, maybe an answer to the Sirenos on the side of what tank we're going to be using. Sayang, no? Or rather now, baka Power Edge Esports will be the one to pick up both. Probably, maybe. With that Selena pick right now, it looks like the Selena will be their support here.
Yeah, sabi nila partida, hindi namin pipiliin yung Jawhead na yan. Oh, there you go. There's the Jawhead. But the Barats stays open. Partida, hindi namin pipick upin yung Barats. Ibaban na lang siguro natin. Because if yellow and orange did not touch either, then parang as is wala na silang plano. Nahawakan yan talaga. So ibaban na lang siguro nila kung makalusot pa to sa second phase of banning. The draft is still wide open. They have supports. They have side lanes they still need to fill in. And there's the Valier, a possible counter to the Jawhead, Unstoppable Force Ejector, Vengeance Flames, Purify, and then you push back the Uranus. Even the Selena, like matamaan ka nung pana niyan, 5 seconds stun. No sir, I have the Purify. This is good interaction. Again, this is a nice draft. Compared to series number 1, dito nakita natin, nagpapansinan yung dalawang teams. Nag-interact sila sa draft.
Now looking at their past choices, I noticed that yellow and orange actually have picked up a Barats before. I'm not sure why hindi nila pinick up. Instead, they're favoring this Kufra instead. And early nilang kinuha tong Lancelot. And on the other side naman, hindi naman nagla-Lancelot tong si Power Edge Esports. But then, who knows? Maybe in terms of comfort picks, they're just really trying to get what they can and secure these early in order to move the game forward. Now, the Roger being banned out. Interesting. What will Power Edge Esports ban now?
Tanggal na nila ng side laners. There it is, the Barats banned out. So, what does that leave what does that leave yellow and orange with? They need side laners. Tams is still open. Lapu-Lapu. Ayan. Over the weekend, medyo pinapauso na ng mga pros ang Lapu-Lapu. But it looks like they will instead go for the Indonesian counterpart. Again, these are characters within ML, no? Na parang meron basis in history. Si YSS, si Badang, si Gatot Kacha, si Lapu-Lapu. So yan. Gatot Kacha gonna be a side lane fighter for yellow and orange. While for Power Edge, wala pa silang tank. So, ang dami nilang fineflex. Ayan, pinapakita ni Duncan yung mga pwede niyang choices.
Or baka flex lang yung skins.
I'd say
Siyempre,
high loss. I'd say high loss. Whoa!
Your
Nga pala, sorry,
god
medyo hide
is
na pala.
kicking.
Medyo hide na pala. So they're gonna go side lane Claude. Interesting.
interesting right
No,
here.
it's mid lane
That's-
Claude. This is core Claude. Huh.
Pwede, no? Pwede. And actually, I think this works a little better.
Yeah, it is. It is. Wag mo lang babanggain yung Kufra and wag ka
Mhm.
papahuli sa full combo ni Guinevere. You're good to go. Maganda ang draft dito ng Power Edge. But if there is a brainy good draft pick here brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, I have to name, it's gotta be that Jawhead. The fact na nailusot mo siya slot 3. I don't know how Jawhead gets to slot 3 these days, ladies and gentlemen. Sobrang ganda ni Jawhead na hero as a tank ngayon, as a support. Bakit pa siya nakaabot dyan? I don't know, nailusot na Power Edge. That's my brainy good draft pick.
All right. So let's get into the action in just a bit while our teams are loading. Folks, go ahead and check this out.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers.
And we're now jumping straight into the action. Both teams moving into a standard 1-3-1 lineup now here for their laning phase, and it looks like Power Edge Esports wants to take it in. However, nice Kufra already balling out the Raleigh lead, not giving them a chance to move forward, and it looks like the skirmish will end there. On the bottom lane, you can see you've got your Thams facing off against your Gacha. And up top, you got your Uranus facing off against your Guinevere. Both mid laners now trying to get their first purple buffs, and neither of them are going very aggressive. No? They're just going ahead and giving up these buffs early on to both teams.
Lamang ang Power Edge sa side lanes. I like how it's the Uranus and the Thams. Usually, worthy of being double pick ito. Kunyari, may 2 picks ka sa draft. People would do that, Uranus and Thams. And it's interesting how Power Edge just walked into that. But now, looking at the rest of the lanes, Vision goes definitely to the side here of even Power Edge dahil dun sa battle mirror image ni Claude and of course yung traps. So, safe makapag-farm ang Claude na ito. But the rest of the map, I'd say, if mag-all in ang yellow and orange, they can definitely get first blood here.
And first blood has yet to be called on either team. Both teams playing a little bit conservatively for Wotan, except for that one where they're able to catch on out the Kufra, and the Selena is the one who takes some of that one out. Nice arrow on the side of Power Edge Esports, catching that one out, and they were just really there in the brush, ready to jump in at any point in time. That first blood brought to you by Tough Mama. And nice arrow once again. Rolly catching it for 2. However, there will be no conversion from that one, and both teams will just back away from that one instead.
Interesting dito na free hit si Lian, no? So that's going to give some gold definitely to Uranus. Makakapag-enchanted talisman siya agad. And down bottom, check this out. First, si Sidiu, medyo in trouble.
That's right, and now coming on in, and the Thams is trying to get that one, but instead, no, it will go to the Selena, the Lancelot rather. However, this is going on low, the rest of the team coming on in, the Jawhead now wanting blood, and it's actually going to be Duncan Domat on that claw, taking down that Kufra, and it looks like it's a good start for Power Edge Esports core right here.
Good trade yun, no? Ang binigay lang nila si Rio, and then they got 2 on the comeback. it's 2 for the Kufra. So it's okay that the Kufra going down, but definitely if you're gonna look at the network here, lamang ng bahagya, sobrang late, 200, 300 ang power edge. But again, the longer this game goes, the more deadly that this Claude is going to be on Duncan, sitting at 1-0-1. Lalo pa na-killing spree yan, so pwede siya mag-asim ng konti. Sobrang konting pwede niyang gawing asim factor. But yeah, that aside, we're still putting this at even. Equal pa rin ito. It really is gonna come down to who can make better trades. It's gonna come down to just first turtle.
So Turtle now is up, and it looks like it's favoring the side of yellow and orange. However, they aren't making a move just yet, because if they do, that's going to leave their middle tower open. And sure, they wouldn't want to just give it away just like that at any point in time. The Selena could leave them open for arrows left and right.
Yep, meron silang range engage. They can range engage. They can engage on a much longer basis, and there you go. Nice dodge dito ng tatlong miyembro ng yellow and orange. Oh, there's a nice stun, but it's the wrong target. It's the Kufra. Again, okay lang, bumagsak dito si Otis. Everyone else, no. Hold up! Mapapatay ba dito? No ejector. Looking for it right now. There's the detour throws from the back. Comes Duncan. There's the blazing duet. Percy mag-back out siya dito. Lugi yata. That's gonna be a knockout for Paras.
That's right. A nice Lancelot right there. As much as the Claude was already taking on 3, that was a little bit too much. However, now Gatukucha coming on in, and the Blue takes out the Lancelot right there. The Kufra also taking down 1, and it looks like that was a 2-for-1 exchange. However, Ronnie still in the area. He could try to steal this turtle, or he could maybe try to snipe somebody on out, and he does know he wrong target, tried to get it on the Kufra, and instead maybe try to take them on out. Will he try to get 2? No, he does not. Instead, ooh, nice one. So even if he was on down, he was still able to take 1 down with him, and the one he took down with him was the Valier.
Yep. Looking at the trades, odd to see that I think the side lanes, kinukulang sa side lane rotation ang power edge. Kaya nananalo sa mga team fights mas madalas dito ang yellow and orange. So this is definitely some good news for yellow and orange. We'll see where else they can take this, how far they can take this advantage. And there's the first turn of the game. Already, 2k gold lead para sa yellow and orange.
Checking out what both teams are doing, they're still moving on back to both of their, still both playing very safe, not trying to dissuade the other from moving on forward. Jukyle actually had a little advantage against Lian for some strange reason, nearly caught him out already just a little while ago. That's why Jukyle was able to take down this turret early on without any interruption. However, let's take out the middle lane. Now the Kufra is under attack. They try to stun them out, and right there, it is the Kufra who was in trouble. Tried to catch out the Valier, but instead the Kutukucha comes in. Now the Jawhead going on low. Lancelot finishes up, and they come on forward. So there's no turret on down. The Lancelot getting 3 hits. And he goes down.
Yep, ito ang sinasabi natin, no? Ryu here not gonna survive. It's gonna take a lot for him to do that. Jukyle comes in, and it's going to take a flicker and an ult. And now here's Lian just trying to do some cleanup, damage control para sa Uranus. Percy, what went down essentially is just the early game advantage that Lancelot has over the Claude. Again, marksman po si Claude. So Claude really has to work hard for his farm, especially in the face of a hero that's as bursty as a Lancelot. Lalo pat meron siyang ranged backup and parang harang, meron siyang bouncer. Literally bouncing balls dito ni Otis. So already 3k, almost 4k gold lead for Power Edge. They have to make sure that they keep the chokehold on. They have to force Duncan to overextend para lalo pa nilang masecure tong win na to. But Percy, it's not too late. I think it's not too late.
So they now take out this turtle, and it goes to the Lancelot, no less, that turtle takedown brought in by Tough Mama. In a tough position right now is the Blue once more, and killing spree now on this Lancelot. The rest of the team is in trouble. Boy, goes down to the Valier, but then who is caught out? It is Rolly Reed on the Selena, and that was a 3-for-0 trade. Cleaning up nicely. Good job, yellow and orange. Excellent teamwork cleaning up all of the opposition right there.
Yeah, maganda ang draft ng Power Edge, but when it comes down to execution, they forgot how to take care of a marksman. That's kind of what happens whenever a meta does not allow for a marksman to really succeed in mid-game. Parang nahihirapan ka na talaga lalo. So this is off-meta. It's just, siguro, na-enjoy ko lang na meron ulit marksman sa mid. Kaya, sobrang ganda ng feeling ko para kay Duncan. But that aside, Percy, I think the result speaks for itself. 6K na ang lead dito ng yellow and orange. And it's gonna be very difficult. Very, very difficult for Power Edge to come back like this. Especially Duncan does not get his farm right now. Not looking good. 1-2-2.
That's right, and they have to create more space, but then of course, Yellow and Orange is not giving that to them. Kufra now coming on it, coming out. No, actually, nobody was ejected out back into the tower. Everybody's still safe, and this is now 3-on-5. Lee Jawhead looking for a target. However, they're all stuck close to each other. Kufra now getting shot out by the arrow. However, that is not the get stunned, but then still not a perfect target, prime target right there. Initiation coming from either team is not connecting. Actually, there is that, but then of course they're not going to jump down. Oh, actually, Kufra jumps on in, ejector back on out, and both teams will disengage.
Yep, I think sinasabi ko first, no? It seems like the lineup that should be aggressive, you have the Selena, you have the Jawhead, you have the Uranus, it's becoming defensive. So this is starting to feel like a very backward approach. Dapat ikaw yung aggressor eh. Pero yun nga, yung core mo, it all comes down to the core, and it was all or nothing, really, first. It was all or nothing. It's either it popped off super fast, or it just floundered. And it was more of the latter. So right now, it's all about recovery for Power Edge. They have to make sure Duncan survives this mid-game. If not, wala na. Especially with this Lord, dire-diretso na to. Stranglehold confirmed, man. Unless, manakaw niya. He does have the retribution.
He's going to be facing off against a Lancelot, and it is extremely hard to steal anything off a Lancelot. No? One of the best junglers in the game right now. Absolutely hard to steal anything, Phantom Execution or even Retribution. That combination right there will get any jungle more or less.
More likely, no? Parang secured yan. Hard to contest against a Lancelot. Burst on burst on burst. Lalo na para sa isang Claude that can be stunned by Siapies, by Mikhail, by Kanu taunted, right? Okay, medyo may bawi na si Lian, but then again, it might be too late. The side lanes, if you're winning that, sure, but your core is having a hard time. Look at this, Duncan! Oh, Duncan dropped!
That's right, Duncan is in trouble. However, he gets pushed out by the Valir and he gets instantly punished. He was this close to catching him on out. However, that was absolutely not enough. He's been lingering there a little bit too long and with no support from his teammates. And it's just been him against the world. 4 heroes on the side of Yellow and Orange. Maybe he was trying to pick somebody on out. Maybe trying to team against taking out this Lord. But instead, they will be uncontested. And this Lord goes over on the side of Yellow and Orange. And that Lord kill was brought to you by Tough Mama. Now things are...
ano lang yun, that was a delayed Lord. They really should have gotten that earlier the first time around. Medyo nagdalawang isip lang sila kasi nakita nila, binilang nila. Duncan has that retribution. They just felt better that Duncan was out of the equation first. Kaya nila agad nakuha. Now, Lord's gonna march down bottom. Now they have the time to, again, deal with Lian and then push top. So it's going to be top and bottom. Yun ang kanilang current priority.
Still dealing with this Uranus will be a tall order. Oh, now looking at the top lane, the middle lane rather, it looks like the Kufra is in trouble. Lancelot trying to catch somebody on out. He wasn't trying to catch on but no, he's able to get on out. Instead, it's the Jawhead that converts, takes down the Lancelot. However, he also gets punished on back. Now it is 3 down on the side of Power Edge Esports, and Yellow and Orange still looking good except for that loss of the Lancelot. A nice dodge right there on the Abyssal Arrow. And now they're now charging on down mid and bottom lane with the creeps and of course the Lord coming on at any point in time.
Shutdown lang yon para sa Cheesecake, but it's something that they should have done earlier to really force out this comeback. Butas na yung top, butas na rin yung bottom, yung mid, less than half So, essentially, nagpapanik na ang Power Edge, but they should keep it together. Parang kaya pa eh, lalo na Duncan is slowly building up. They're gonna take down this Lord, reset. I think reset is gonna be key here dahil pabalik pa lang sa offensive. See, para sa Cheesecake, they still have it, they're still in the game as long as tumatayo yung base na yan. But right now, oh my God, what? Pati yung minions, kinaya na yung Torre. So, here we can see Percy, there's a lack of wave clear on the side of Power Edge, which is true. Even their support only attacks mano-mano, one at a time yan, kumatake. So, I think we might not even see a second Lord. 2 minutes away, maybe if they go 3 for 1 here, baka tapusin na rin to ng yellow and orange.
I guess maybe Power Edge Esports is looking for an opportunity. Maybe they're gonna try for one of these objectives. We hope, but instead the Uranus gets caught out. Gets a combo dropped onto the Uranus, and now he has no choice but to ulti away. And they'll be able to get this purple buff uncontested. And no purple buff for Power Edge Esports. They're going to have to fight on the back foot right now. It's an uphill battle for them. An uphill defense, rather. And it's going to be very difficult.
Very difficult is a understatement. Para sa Cheesecake dito, pwede siya mag-asim given na meron nga ulit siyang killing spree. No? So nag-heal siya every time he comes in. It's not like they don't have a tank. They still have Otis here. And it all comes down to the perfect engage. Hindi ko inaantay din ni Otis yung kanyang immortality. 3 minutes is not a short time. We're almost hitting the 15-minute mark. We are a minute away from Lord. I think, yeah, if they can't find a pick-off here, they have to decide here. They're gonna make a decision. Sige man, antayin na lang natin. Mag-ano lang tayo. Mag-Lord na lang tayo. Huwag natin asimin masyado.
And it looks like that might be the decision that they will come to, especially if none of these arrows connect, if none of these either engage. Because the one who... Oops, we have a pause here. Tama ka nga. The first one to act might be at a disadvantage now. They're just waiting for somebody to either make a mistake or maybe on the other hand, somebody to initiate a little bit or mag-overstretch ng konti, mag-overbite ng konti, and then dun sila magka-counter. It could be they're just really waiting for the right opportunity.
Yep. Isihan lang daw natin, sabi dito, ng yellow and orange. They are ahead. So they have to make sure that this lead is not wasted. I don't know what they are planning to do besides leaving Otis to guard the Lord Pit para maka-quick Lord para sa Cheesecake and take it from there. That's what I suggest they do. I don't know if that's what they're thinking right now, but that seems to be the safest answer. For Power Edge though, di ko lang first feeling ko split push. They do have the TAMs and Jawhead could threaten anyone who will try to take down Duncan. So yun lang. Yun na yung pinaka-safe ko na sagot, I think, especially since they did have a rough early and mid-game.
However, tama ka nga, it still is a tall order for Power Edge Esports to go over this mountain, which is yellow and orange right now. Still, it's as much as possible. These are all still possibilities. These are all still waiting for the right opportunities. On the side of concrete things that they can actually do, I think it's really more of a wait and see kind of thing. I don't know for how much longer they can hold this line, especially if, when the Lord comes on up, creeps get empowered, they're able to steamroll on all 3 sides. And yun nga, tama ka nga, wala silang wave clear. It's going to be difficult for them. Sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely. Parang yung early game kasi tsaka yung mid game, nasa etap na nila eh. That's essentially Yellow and Orange's job. Kasi nga kung hanayaan nila yung Claude na makapag-farm, then that's harder. So again, prevention is better than a cure, and they'd rather have prevented the Claude from farming up anyways, so they're halfway through. Alright, so there you go. They got a pick off onto Jukyle. I'm not sure if that was the lag or a technicality, but Jukyle definitely should not have sat out there. And Kanu getting caught out. Feeling ko may technicality. Feeling ko naglalag ang isang team. Yeah, this doesn't feel right. That doesn't look right.
Resurrecting soon.
Yeah.
All the same, that is still an initiation on both sides right there. However, one thing that actually did happen is that pick-off on Duncan Domat, and their Claude again goes down. So now this is a 3-on-4 battle underneath their tower. It looks like Power Edge Esports is making use of this opportunity to come on in. execution out. However, the nice kill still for para sa Cheesecake. Still being able to come on in and take down Rio. All the same now, it's on three, no? Sorry, 3-on-3. They still can move it forward and get this no problem.
Yep. This is as weird as that was, no? Na si Kanu nahuli ng ganon, na walang kamalay-malay, walang kalaban-laban. I think it was a good trade nonetheless. Kasi si Duncan ang napatay sa kabilang side. Hindi si para sa Cheesecake, para kay Duncan. It's just Duncan for Kanu. May kasama pang Ryu. So, either way, both teams suffered a weird technical loss. Pero lamang pa rin ang yellow and orange. Yellow and orange cheesecake.
Mukhang maka-cheesecake sila today. Maybe it looks like they'll be wrapping off at least one win for today. And siguro naman, winner, pa-cheesecake naman na konti. And it looks like that is what could happen as they're already on the doorstep of the base of Power Edge Esports.
Here we go. Sabi nila, wag na nating pilitin tong Lord. Kasi para magre-recover din naman yata tong Power Edge eh. But they change it back once more. Sabi nila, okay, Otis, simulan mo na yung Lord. Balikan natin. Jukyle, ikaw na lang muna magbantay. Bibilisan na lang natin. And here we go. The 3 members on Lord duty. Kanu, still stuck in the base. I'm wondering what Kanu is up to. But this is not gonna be contested at all. It's free as it gets. Now, they're gonna send Lord down mid. And then from there, tingnan natin kung paano papipilitin. Okay, first mo ang buhay na si Kanu. Oh,
That's right.
nope, he's still not here.
Tinawag mo ng konti, tas nag-reply ng slight, and then afterwards, sige, balik muna ako ng balik muna ulit ako. However, with that Lord now, this 4 versus 5 now becomes a 5-on-5, and this could be what they're waiting for. This could be the opportunity they need to jump in.
There you go, Lord. Luminous Lord, marching down mid. Let's see how far they can go here, how much they can make of it. Lalo na't nawawala si Kanu. Ito yung technically 5th man nila, si Lord.
So here we go. It's our 5-on-5 match now, and they're bearing down middle, not going any other lanes. Let's go ahead and do this. Cobra now comes on in, drops the combination, balls on out. However, at the same time, pumasok ang Guinevere along with the execution from the Lancelot skills of flying on out. Duncan Domat on the side. Ultimating, and this Lord is really doing the work, taking down 3. Uranus taking down the Valir, Jukyle taking down the Claude. However, that is not enough. That one siege creep over there doing the work, taking out that last slice of the tower.
Yep, napilit dito ng 4-man squad plus Lord ng yellow and orange. This is quite the victory for yellow and orange.
That's great. And with that, congratulations to Yellow and Orange. You are one step closer to staying in this tournament, and of course, brushing off Power Edge Esports off the ledge of no return. However, there is still a chance for them to turn this around. This is a best of 3 series, and as much as this is a lower bracket game, may chance pa sila to convert this.
Yep, force the game 3 here. Power Edge force the game 3. But if I were to name an MVP here, our brainy good MVP brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, definitely Kanu. Imagine mo to, Persia. Imagine mo. Yung isang pagkamatay mo, dahilan sa lag. That's how strong Kanu is on his Gatot Kacha. 0, 1, and 12. Yung 1 niya na yun, dahil lang hindi siya makalaban. But imagine if Kanu was still part of the game in its last couple of minutes. I can only imagine how significant and how impactful his Gatot would have been. So, yeah, that's my MVP personally. But based on score, syempre, para sa Cheesecake, no? The Lancelot, 7-3-8. But in my heart, Kanu.
So good job, Kanu. You were pretty close. You were actually pretty close to making this a very clean game. However, maybe a lot of technical issues going on now. Actually, this isn't the only one we've experienced tonight. And hopefully we experience no more for the side of our players. So yeah, let's wait for our teams now to come on in. And the moment they're ready, can jump on into the game. I'm hoping to pick your brain on this, Leo. I want to know, on the side of Power Edge Esports, in terms of lineup, they drafted really well. Sabi mo nga na lineup-wise, maganda yung lineup na pinakita ng Power Edge Esports. However, now knowing what Yellow and Orange can bring to the table, what adjustments will Power Edge Esports have to do?
Feeling ko, don't draft like that. Again, this is something we saw in game number 1. Sorry, match number 1. The carry in mid. So, really, there's no room for traditional marksmen in mid right now. The metagame dictates it, and it's not just because. Talagang may rason kung bakit Ling, Lancelot, Roger, sila ang nagahari sa mid. The reason why YSS works is because he's a different beast, and he has that ult that can tell you where your predators are. So he's the only marksman right now that can survive in mid, and Brody's just broken. Let's just put it at that. Brody's just broken. Kaya pwede si Brody. But right now, feeling ko yun ang una nilang ayusin. Don't play carry, don't play Granger, don't play Kimmy. Pili sila ng Ling, Lancelot, Roger. Like, play to the meta. That's step number 1. From there, ayusin nyo na yung draft. Ilusot ninyo yung mga powerful heroes, and then siguro play conservatively until you're able to dominate from a more leading position. So that's my tip for Power Edge. For yellow and orange, tuloy nyo lang. Like, definitely, even if Kanu was caught out like that, panalo pa rin sila. So hoping that Kanu comes back strong and, with a better connection.
That's right. Now we're moving on to the banning phase. Hilda now being banned out along with an Esmeralda. This is looking like a reverse of draft 1. Earlier on when it was both the same bans actually. Power Edge banning out Esmeralda, and of course yellow and orange banning out the Hilda, not wanting to have to deal with either of these two hefty heroes.
Barat's still open again. Brody as well. Promise kung sino talaga makalusot ng Brody dito, the opponent's in trouble. I feel like that's what Power Edge wants. If they're able to let the Brody through, Duncan's gonna feel good. Because again, Duncan played the Claude earlier. So feeling ko mas comfortable siya sa mga marksmen. And Brody is definitely up there. So if they don't ban it here, and if yellow and orange don't first pick it, magandang gabi ni Duncan. Wala. Ayaw rin nila. There you go.
I was hoping that maybe Duncan would maybe pick up one of his the heroes that he's more comfortable in. Probably Claude wasn't really one of his more comfortable picks because usually he plays tank. No, maybe you remember the Grok that he used or the Hylos that he used in the first time that we saw him here.
Bakit sila nag-swap? Bakit nga ba?
Yun nga baka in terms they just needed him on a marksman or on the core rather than on attack. However, when in terms of what he's more comfortable with, he's just really more comfortable with attack. Now realizing,
nangyayari to eh. Sometimes the most skilled player or the most experienced player on your team is forced to play roles that they're not best at. But just because matagal sila sa lane na yon or matagal sila sa role na yon, or matagal sila sa game, yun yung binibigay sa kanila. So either way, I can see how that's happening here. Let's see. Valir first pick support. Don't be the core. Don't be the core. Ihuli niyo yung core.
Lancelot.
Okay, there you go. Siya ulit ang core.
Is picking.
It's like now a reversal of roles, no? Instead of picking up a Claude, he'll be picking up this Lancelot instead. Would be fun, if out of nowhere biglang Lancelot Claude yung ipipick up rin ni yellow and orange. However, I do believe they have other things up their sleeve as well, not only this Lancelot.
Now, core. Parang labanan ng core eh. Hanapan ng core dito. And very dangerous here for yellow and orange to open up the rest of their cores here. I would have picked up a core already. I would have gotten the YSS. Pero yun nga, guys, open pa rin dito si Yuzhong, no? Yuzhong is still open. Now, I'm the one who's confused. Because of how unorthodox their drafts are, ako yung hindi makapagbasa. And I'm like, bakit ganito yung order ninyo? Uranus still up, by the way. I don't know who para si Cheesecake gonna pick here, but Barat's still here. Why? What is this? Hilda is still here. Oh no, Hilda's banned. Never mind.
Yeah.
Johead bala. Sorry, Johead's up. Pwede pa mag-Johead ang Power Edge.
On the side of yellow and orange, though, maybe they're gonna go with one of their more comfortable cores. Maybe they could go with a 1-1. This was what they showed in the early games. If not the 1-1 Popol and Koopa that is in their kit. However, they might not need to. There are better options now left in the game. Guinevere now being picked up once again by Power Edge. And what will be the core? I am just as clueless as you. I am sorry, hindi ko rin
Yeah.
mapasa
Tank. Tank. Wala pang tank. Pwede mag-Johead dito. Ang Power Edge. Core ng yellow and orange. Don't play with my emotions. Alucard, really? Ay, hindi.
Karina.
Oh.
Ah,
Yan ang gustong gawin ng yellow and orange. They wanna pop off. Percy, gusto nila mabilis na laro. But, there is the perfect tank.
ang galing, ang galing.
Mahirap i-burst down ang isang Hylos. And again, if you want to really stop a Hylos, you need a marksman. Very good last pick here for the side of Power Edge. This might be the game 3 that they're forcing here, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be my brainy good draft pick here, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. The Hylos at last pick, wala nang lugar para sa marksman. This is looking good for Power Edge.
Although as much as it is looking good for Power Edge for that one, I am also interested to see in that the combination of that last two heroes that was picked on the side of yellow and orange, and we'll see how these things interact in just a bit right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
By the way, Jimmy, this is Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Jumping straight into the action, now we have our both
5
teams now
seconds
loaded
till
into
the
the map.
enemy reaches the
And it
battlefield.
looks like
Smash them.
yellow and orange now moving into their laning phase, while Power Edge Esports moves into their standard 1-3-1 laning. It looks like we have some problems still on the side of yellow and orange here, but it looks like he's ready to pick things up and is now moving into the lane. In the middle lane, though, things are heating up, and quite literally because the Valir is throwing out skills left and right, and has been burning and pressuring these the middle lane heroes on the side of yellow and orange.
Natatakot ako dito para kay Kanu. I'm not sure if that's just an early game thing or if it's gonna happen all throughout. So that's scary.
That's right. However, that is just really one of the things they have to deal with. It's part of the tournament. These things happen, and syempre, this is the lower bracket match, no? Even if these things happen, they have to push through, they have to persevere, because at any point in time, one of these teams will be going home. If they want to stay here, they have to do their best. However, it is looking very difficult now for Kanu, facing off against the Stams, and he's now looking low. It looks like Ryu wants to jump in.
Nako, feeling ko talaga lag si Kanu eh. Gatot Kacha would not take a fight like that. And it bothers me because that's already one lost lane. And I'd rather see an easier fight. But again, this does confirm us having a game 3 if a lane is lost for yellow and orange. But at least nakalamang ng konting farm dito. Oh no, Kanu si Trouble! Nabasat nila na lag si Kanu!
First blood, easy pick-off now. That first blood brought to you by Tough Mama. Power Edge Esports takes that one and nasignalan na. However, let's take a look on the other side. That's not the end. Oh, Laurel Green tried to cut on out. Tried to through that wall. However, that was not enough. And just like that, 1-for-1 trade. You take one down, we'll take another on the other side of the map. However, now they'll be easily able to chip off the energy shield off of this one. Hold up, it looks like they want more action. Kufra now coming on and balling on out. Valir forcing them against the tower, not letting them come on out right away. Khalid bringing on the pain. However, he's gone down dangerously low. Nuoyi now, Guinevere he's gone out, and they will walk away safely from that one.
Nako, nag-asim ng konti ang yellow and orange. They still lose out on that fight. And again, Kyle has to watch out for this. Interesting choice of
Resurrecting soon.
emblem, no? Fighter, disabling strike. But moving on, I think kailangan niya ng guluhin talaga si Rolly Reed. Meron siyang disengage again on that Raging Sandstorm. And here's another big team fight in mid.
Kufra now in trouble, and actually he gets bursted down. And actually, no, he does not. Instead, yes, he does. Kanu now alive and kicking. It para sa Cheesecake, taking down another on this Karina. And that is a 2-for-1 trade, rather. Right here in the middle. The Thams and the Valir get taken down on the side of Power Edge. The Yellow and Orange only losing for that one. However, now Team takes down the Khalid. And what was that exchange? Mukhang talagang Guinevere will be winning on that one. Normally, you mentioned though that Khalids are normally played on the tanky side. Very interesting. Could this be the influence of the interesting emblem choice?
Parang nabibitin si Dukail dito. Lalo na against a laner as aggressive as Rolly Reed. They actually switched up quite a bit here. And I think this might be a good call for Power Edge. No? Sabi nila, okay guys, switch tayo ng laning. Baka ito yung kinukulang. And so far, it's paying off. Ryu daw looking low. Kano ko finish the job? Kaya ba tapusin ni para sa Cheesecake? Hello! And the answer is yes.
Karina taking on that one. However, there's also an engagement here in the bot. Another 1-for-1 trade while the top thing was happening. And actually bottom lane as well. Guinevere taking off, dueling off with a Khalid once more and winning that one again. That's how the score is now 2-0 for that one-on-one lineup.
So far, so good here for both teams. But the story, the headline here, Percy, is the fact that it seems like Power Edge has found their groove. Hindi na sila tulad nung game 1 na parang at every turn na-dominate sila. I think it really came down to their core choice. Duncan here on the Lancelot. Still, not dying. Kanino pupunta ang Turtle? Oh, no! Napunta dito sa Yellow and Orange, but Otis is gonna pay the price. Parang lugi. I don't think that was good. You can't really use your turtle buff like this.
But still, I think that was pretty good, especially since mas prioritize siguro nila yung experience and yung gold na nakuha ng Turtle. Might be a good trade for them, especially if they're on the back foot. They need maybe small victories like this in order to move forward. However, at the loss of his life, probably not the best option.
Ako po, even down bottom, Kanu is in trouble. He's not gonna survive this.
Nope, he was not. And even if the Guinevere didn't finish him off, the rest of the team was there. Duncan Domat in the brush, ready to take him on out at any point. However, let's look at the top lane. The Khalid is in trouble. Actually, the Khalid bringing on the pain. Karina finishing off the Thams. They've now rotated off all of their towers, and it looks like they're moving on to other objectives. While Yellow and Orange is now moving for this tower. This tower takedown brought in by Hop Movers. It is Power Edge Esports moving on to the purple buff, and then later on rotating to this tower instead, now taking one for themselves as well.
Okay, it looks like both teams are scrambling for resources. This is weird to say for Power Edge. Kasi Power Edge, dapat kapag may nakuha sila, lamang agad yan. They are ahead. They are on top of their game here. And again, Duncan hasn't fallen. 2-0-5 ang score ng ating Lancelot dito. So, the fact remains, it seems like even Power Edge is not as confident. Even in this game, they're not as confident as they should be. And it looks like Otis is having trouble. I don't remember Otis being this sloppy in game number 1. That's gonna be 1 for para sa Cheesecake. In comes the glorious pathway. Lian is in trouble. Tatlong matay sa kanya pero mapasok dito si Rolly Reed. Violent Requiem dito. It's going to be trouble in paradise because in comes the rampaging Sandstorm. Lian gonna go down. Kanu finally gets his comeuppance. Dukail takes down Rolly Reed. Papagsak na rin dito si Ryu. It's a 3-4-4 Percy. That's a wipeout! Shut down dito by Dukail. Duncan finally comes down and Dukail finally finds his groove. Percy, nakabawi ang Yellow and Orange. Natatakot na ang Power Edge. Baka malaglag sila dito. It could really happen.
Very interesting, no, itong Dukail now on his Khalid. Baka ito yung hinahanap niya. Ito yung groove na sinasabi mong what we were expecting. Moving to him really more to a fighter now. And this is now the second turtle being given over already to this Karina. That turtle takedown, of course, brought to you by Tough Mama. But then things are going to be extra tough now for Power Edge Esports.
So far, para sa Cheesecake, usually whenever si Karina, dapat nag-snowball. And this is an interesting start-stop snowball for this Karina. But it's not too late. I think ang talagang hadlang sa kanya dito is yung high loss. And if they can get this, if they can balance it out between Otis and Lian, kung magkasagutan tong tanks na to, then you have a free path para sa Cheesecake. But here we go, Rampaging Sandstorm, simulan na ni Dukail.
Instead, sisimulan ni Dukail, however, the rest of the team will back off. Ayaw nilang tapusin right away, and they back off on both sides. Now dueling off in the bottom though. While this tower is extremely low, Kanu and Ronnie Reed are just dueling here. Back into the action onto the mid lane. They're trying to disrupt. They're taking off this tower. Maybe they will contest, but instead Kanu comes in and Royi taking down that Lancelot. Just like that, Karina taking down that tank, Hylos, now is able to has free reign and has access into the and takes instantly a double kill for both of those two backline heroes, taking them down. It says a 4-for-0 trade, and now it looks like this wild seesaw are now swinging over onto the side of yellow and orange.
Nako po, Percy, ito na, nangyari na ang kinakatakutan ko. It might actually be a 2-0 win. It's closer now for Yellow and Orange to actually finish this series. How did it happen? Well, essentially, it's off the back of Siapyes. Oddly enough, guys, usually ang Luoyi malakas in early game. But if you have the positioning off, and if you're able to work with your core here, again, a Karina that can burst people down and finish them off, and then have her skills and even her ult refresh, then you have a recipe for disaster for your opponent. And yun ang nangyari dito. Na-burst down nila yung Guinevere, na-burst down nila yung Valir, and that's what made the comeback here possible for Yellow and Orange.
However, now it looks like they want to move. They're now being very aggressive. Now they have the initiative on this. And since they are at the advantage, they can take these risks. No problem at all. You can see now Dukail just patrolling the area left and right, while Otis just waiting for a target he can pounce on, while the rest of his team is not. However, he now bounces on out. Lancelot trying to engage. However, the Hylos is still right in front, stunning on out. Royi creating an area or zone that they cannot pass through. But both teams will now disengage and maybe take on other objectives instead.
What are these other objectives, no? I think it's a matter of time before Lord comes through. Napansin ko lang first, no? So this really shows me that Power Edge themselves are having a, hard time establishing their dominance, establishing their early lead, is because hindi pala sila nakapush masyado. Bottom lang ang na-push nila. Inantay pa nila makapag-comeback ang Yellow and Orange. And now, Yellow and Orange going for the Lord. Wala silang magagawa. Dukail blocking the way. There's a Rampaging Sandstorm. The Lord has been slain.
And just like that, Kufra now comes on in and pushing on out. However, now the tank comes into the rescue. Kanu bringing on down on the floor, and the rescue comes in. Kalvin now bringing in Sandstorm. However, that is not enough. The damage is still too insane. However, who is this? Karina taking on the backline. Double kill now on the yes, takes another. So now 2-for-2 on the backlines again. And while the 4 has been taken down on the side of Power Edge Esports, on the side of Yellow and Orange, both the Luoyi and the Karina are still up, along with the Lord now bearing down bottom lane.
Oh no, Percy. I think it's too late. It might be essentially it for Power Edge. They should not have let this happen. I'm not sure what took them a while to read the fact na parang okay, ito na yung time natin na hindi pa malakas masyado si Paras Cheesecake. But this shutdown should be an opening given the fact na babalik sila lahat. They are complete on this lineup. They can defend and destroy this Lord before Yellow and Orange come back online for the offensive. But I'm wondering where else? Who can they target? Feeling ko Kanu's back online. They can't make the most of Kanu's lag anymore.
With that note, just one initiation after another. The moment one opens up, the other one will take the second punch right there. It's a quick 1-2 punch in terms of initiation, and I don't know, they have no counter. And the moment everyone's stunned, they're all paralyzed, the Karina will just come on in and clean everybody up alongside the Loyi.
All right. So far, so good here. On the side of Power Edge, hindi sila nagpabutas. And they definitely are still in the game. But how they engage, the next few big team fights, how they engage, that's going to be key here.
Said the Kufra tries to catch him up, stuns the Hylos into the wall. However, that's just a tanky Hylos, not really one of the targets right here. Tanks going for other tanks, and they're just really trying to obfuscate us. They fix a nice target there in the form of the Guinevere, but then instead, coming from the back lane, Dukaya, now bringing him on low, and he does take him on down. The Kufra will take that one. Kaluna coming on in, and Ultimate stuck the wall up. Hylos now has no choice but to run on down underneath this tower. Tams now trying to support the rest of the team. However, 5 on the side now of yellow and orange bearing down on this tower and on the 3 lane. Nice stun right there. Loi takes down the Hylos, and he's now unstoppable with his team right here. They're going to be forced out. This row is going to be forced out, and it's going to be moved back into the base. However, his base is now dangerous. So now 3, 2, 1, and that is it. The tower has gone down. No more life on the side of it. It looks like it is farewell for Power Edge Esports.
Percy, sabi ko sa'yo, it came down to the lack of, I'm not sure if it was timing or hindi sila nakapag-communicate sa side ng Power Edge, if it was a lack of confidence, but they really had it early game. I think the first 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, really was going for their side. But as soon as para sa Cheesecake hit his first triple kill, parang dun ko nasabing, delikado na. So, thank you so much to Power Edge Esports for joining us. But I think this is going to be it. This is going to be the end of the line for them here at the WIC Open 2020.
All the same, there will still be more opportunities, maybe not in this tournament, maybe in the next one, and they will take home all of the skills and all of the knowledge that they gained from this tournament. This experience alone should be something new for them. It should be something that they'll be able to carry on over to other tournaments. However, all the same, congratulations to Yellow and Orange still hanging on with this 2-0 still in the match. Mukhang maganda ang kain nila mamaya. Mukhang maka-cheesecake sila later on. And of course, now interested to see how they're going to claw their way back up from this. If this is a very good showing, excellent showing from the side of all of the teams, rather. I'm actually gotten around to asking you yet, no? Your thoughts on this match.
Again, early on, sana may bawi ang Power Edge. And I think Power Edge really drafted so much better. Again, maganda yung Hylos nila, no? So that Hylos really gave some trouble to para sa Cheesecake and even to Otis. Otis actually died quite often here. But that aside, nabawi eh. Mid-game, para sa Cheesecake really popped off. But if there is one player I have to note here and award for our brainy good MVP brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, it's gotta be Siapies on that Luo Yi. Perfect use of that passive, perfect use of the rotation, setting it up well for Paras Cheesecake on that Karina. Definitely worthy of being called MVP.
All right, so that combination of that Karina and that Loyi really brought things forward. And speaking of bringing things forward, I am now looking forward to our next match for tonight. As we mentioned earlier, we've got 3 matches for you today, not 2, but 3. And we're going to be dealing with our last lower bracket match for today, and it's going to be Mogs versus Axa Cuties in this lower bracket match. Just like this last match, if you saw the action, you felt the excitement, you know that both teams are going to put everything on the line to stay in this tournament. So excited to see how things will move, how things will progress from here. However, we're going to set up both teams. We're going to have both of them maybe test some things, move into the draft. And of course, on our side, we'll be right back to bring you the action in just a bit. Stay right here on the WIC Open 2020.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, hop movers. Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa hop movers. Extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is now time for the last match for the day, and it is as exciting as the last two we've just had. It is our last series for today. It is another best of three, however, this time with a twist. It is the lower bracket match of two of our teams. It is going to be Mogs versus Axa Cuties, and one of them will be going home tonight, and the other one will be moving forward to face off the other in the lower bracket, clawing their way back up into the finals. So there we go. We've got an exciting match for you guys today. And of course, this exciting match is brought to you by, of course, none other than WIC themselves. Thank you very much, World Impact Communications, and of course, to mgamer.io.
Maraming salamat rin sa Memo Plus Gold para iwas kalimot. Take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural baka pamonyera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Thank you so much to Tough Mama sa home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama ang perfect partner. Simple ang functions, good quality at affordable. Nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
And of course, we'd also like to thank Hop Movers. For deliveries na hindi kaya ng motorsiklo, choose Hop Movers and enjoy big savings. Download the app and discover great deals for your deliveries. Hop on. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you as well to iCandy, Fab Gadget Accessories at affordable prices. iCandy is the place for you. Visit iCandy on Facebook and see the great gadget accessory selections. And last but not least, thank you to Yellow and Orange. Brighten up your day with only the best home-baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
All right, and just like that, speaking of which, Yellow and Orange, of course, in the last series we've just had, we'll be moving on a little safer now, not being eliminated just yet. And let's go ahead and check out our tournament bracket for today, tournament schedule rather for today. So checking out the tournament schedule, we're already done with two. Now moving on to our last for today, Yellow and Orange now move safely as well. Of course, in our first one, it is Master of Whatever who moves forward with Chef Irish Online Kitchen moving down to the lower bracket. And let's go ahead and check out our playoffs bracket, where you can see where things will be progressing on from now on. If you see the green lines, that's where our winners will be moving forward, wherein our red lines are showing where our those who failed to win their matches will be moving on down. So this is a double elimination best of three series for each match, and things are going to be very interesting for now. I've now received word that both teams are now just ready in the lobby. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams. So let's go ahead and showcase our first contenders for tonight. Or for this series, rather. It is none other than Mogs, consisting of Joms, Euphoria, Jay, Yamete, Bajun, Cancer ng Mundo, and JMA na lang. These are the guys of Team Mogs.
Mga kalaban nila on the other side of this battlefield, it's Axa Cuties, CMP2, Garma, Hotdog, MyLixXYZ, Nikoy, Olarfi, and and PTC KC. Very creative names. These are the AXA cuties, and they're fighting for tournament life. I can only imagine, Percy, the pressure that these two teams are under. Isa na naman bang 2-0 ito? We're about to find out.
That's right. So I don't know. I hope we actually, now that you've mentioned it, I have yet to see a 2-1 in any of these matches. Maybe we could be seeing our first one here tonight. None yet have, although teams have been fighting it out, lots of teams have been pretty close. No, we haven't yet seen a series that actually reached 3 full matches yet.
Yeah, which makes me think that hindi pa talaga nagkikita dito yung teams na sabihin natin close ang skill level. Again, teams are good at different things and teams do things differently, no? Different skill level, different experiences, different preferences. So, a 3-game series really just shows how close you can get. And I think the closer we get to the finals, to the semis, to the playoffs, dun tayo magkakita ng 3-0. But for now, wala nagpapakilala pa lang mga teams dito and sometimes it's too late before you're able to really adjust. So here in the battle for tournament life, we might see how close that gets. First bans, not sure why. Already falling off the meta. We see an Atlas taken out here by Mogs. Kufra by the AXA Cuties. Hellkurt, second ban. And who might this be here? Feeling ko Brody, Barats, or Benedetta. It's gotta be one of the big Bs. And it's a Gushon. I think these teams have researched each other. Kaya nagkakaintindihan sila. Or these are their weaknesses they're covering up.
On the other, I'd like to think it's it's the first one because the moment I saw these interesting bans, I looked back to our first match of both of these teams, and interestingly, nice one. This looks like it's going to be our first Brody for the entire tournament, no?
It's your boy Brody, and
on the other side,
ito yung weird. Bakit? Binaban niyo yung comfort picks, pero yung talagang malalakas na hero sa meta, hindi tinatanggal. Ah, man, this is so weird. I don't know how to feel.
Alam nila. Maybe they understand something that we don't. Maybe they see that, okay, these guys are comfortable with these picks. However, hindi pa sila sanay sa mga bagong meta heroes. And so, sige, kung ipipick up nyo, bahala kayo. And maybe, just maybe, both teams were thinking about that. Kaya, na-pick up nila yung Brody. Na-pick up nila yung Barats. And on the other side, what do we have? We have a Uranus and a good right here.
Ito yung inisip ko, Percy. Feeling ko nag-usap tong dalawang team na to. Sabi nila, okay, bigyan natin ng magandang show itong WIC Open. Labas natin yung malalakas na hero. Ang iba ninyo, comfort picks, pero gagamit tayo ng malalakas. So that's why the Uranus comes through. Not sure what the Gatot siya. Maybe tier 2 hero here. But interesting. The AXA Cuties, they draft the Hylos right into a marksman. I don't know what they're thinking. This is definitely out of the norm.
Maybe it could be that they really don't need to deal with it so much. I mean, Barats is currently there. They would the Barats could deal, not easily though, but still could very much deal with Brody maybe. Now Hayabusa being banned, that's another interesting ban.
I don't know why they're banning the Hayabusa though, Percy. Dahil hindi naman na kailangan ng core. Obviously, you want to put the Brody and core in mid. Well, maybe they're just blocking out the double core possibility. Pero nandiyan pa rin si Roger eh. Dapat side laners. Dapat supports ang tinatanggal. I don't understand.
Feeling ko tama ka nga because if you remember Mogs actually their Hayabusa was the one who was creating trouble for the other team and alam yan ni AXA Cuties. We don't want to deal with this Hayabusa. And on the side for Team Mogs, they know that the Ling is in the kit ng AXA Cuties. They want to remove it right away. And instead of, maybe that's why they decided to take these guys out instead. Tama.
Okay.
They want to ban out the comfort. Let's go ahead and give these guys here at the WIC Open a good show.
Okay. So you're saying, Percy, it's the comfort picks that are getting banned. It's the proven picks that are getting banned at lumulusot dito yung mga malalakas talaga sa meta. And now I'm wondering, I think this is a good thing because we get to see picks like, again, Popol and Koopa and Harith. So, masaya ako. Either way, masaya ako. Now that both teams have their perfect lineup out, MVP, brainy good pick here, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. Gotta give it up to that first pick, Brody. Again, if it opens itself up, if you have that opportunity, pick upin mo na. And again, between Brody and Barats, parang mas madaling counterin ng Brody and Barats. That's just me. You have the range advantage, and you can definitely affect the game way, way more as the core Brody than as a side lane Barats. But we'll see how this pans out. This is game 1.
All right, game 1 in just a bit. We're going to be landing straight into the action right after this.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
Just
the
like that, we're
battlefield.
jumping straight into the
Smash
action
them.
as promised, now landing onto the map. And heroes now barreling down onto their lanes. It's a standard 1-3-1 on
Yep.
both ends, and actually not really so. It looks like this, the Lunox may be having, maybe creating a tour right there. However, instantly off, you can see the Brody in action. Look at that. Look at that. Really creating so much opportunities right here in the middle lane.
Ang ganda ng, I'd say, maganda yung frontliner setup ng side dito ng Mogs because they have 2 very tanky heroes to protect Yamete. But just the same, they made sure na walang dive coming in from the side of from Axa Cuties. Axa Cuties, their only real dive here could possibly be from Garma after a blood flow, and then maybe Hot Dog could also dive in if he positions his dash as well. But that's easier said than done. Lalo na't mayroon kang Brody na may Electro Flash. No, you can definitely kite these heroes from the side of Axa Cuties.
Pero on the side of, speaking of kiting, no? Interestingly enough, wait lang, tama ba? Right, it's on the left, no? Instantly, it's going to be, pero in terms of, what I'd like to ask, in terms of the early game, who has it? In terms of the early game, who has it?
Early game, definitely Hotdog. Again, the Harith is online as soon as he hits level 4. And then yung tank nila si Nikoy, gagawin niya lang lapag Glorious Pathway, Aegis kung kailangan. But I'm wondering, why would you put, bakit support Popolin Kupa? Siguro yung Kagat, ult Kagat, that's a confirmed stun. I'm not sure why, but this definitely exposes Olarfi. Parang mababa maliit ang hero pool ni Olarfi. I don't know.
Pero Olarfi has been playing a lot of other heroes. He picked up the Sicilian before. That was, I think that would be a more interesting support here. Uranus, on the other hand, was also still open. Oh wait, no, sorry. The Uranus was picked up, tama nga, by Mogs, and therefore probably denied Olarfi opportunity to pick that one up instead. Maybe going for the map awareness that Popol brings to the table. And just like that,
may traps. Ayun, first blood here by Bajun.
that's right. So Uranus takes that one. That first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama. And indeed very tough na talagang tong opponent's Uranus. You can bursting down just like that is very difficult and very hard for anyone, even a Barats na who hasn't gotten big just yet.
And I think this is a good way of doing it. You neutralize the Barats early on. And who better do that than the Uranus? Pasukan mo agad, Ionic Edge. Force him to build magic items. And then later on, makikita niya, ay, physical palang kalaban ko dito. It's the Brody. So, already you see kind of the long-term planning by Mogs. I wonder how Axa Cutie is gonna answer that. Hold up, mukhang sisimulan na nila dito. Nice combo here. Pinasok ni J.M. Manalang. Inasim ng konti, and definitely they're getting their hits, their early hits here onto this outer shield turret. lamang na dito ng 1.5k siguro ang Mogs.
And just like that, they're trying to take on to convert this now. Axakiti is now bearing them down here in the middle lane, and without any care for the tower, gets stunned out right underneath this one. Popol Kupa was able to escape that one. And now the rest of Mogs coming in to convert. However, from the top, it looks like this one is wala pang level 4 itong
Yes.
Barats natin. And he's trying to face off with the rest of them. Konti lang yung experience lang kailangan niya. And maybe could have made a difference right there.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely. The Detonas welcome. Papasok. Abot time the Guardian. Yamete gonna get 1 kill. Jay Manala gets another. Ni Copy medyo late ang bagsak ng Glorious Pathway, and they get a free sweep. 3 for none. Percy, another round at these outer turret shields. They're gonna grow their lead here by 2,000 now. Pero mag-aasim dito, down goes Joe.
Very difficult, no? I think one of the, and right now the score is now 5-0. Hirap right now. He's trying to convert this. I don't know if it's because of the lineup or it's because it's just a fair. They're really out of position right here. However, again, going back to, for example, our one of the big problems here is this Uranus versus Barats. Barats have a hard time. And also for everybody else, oh wait, are they trying to move on out to Hot Dog now taking down one, and it looks like their time has come. However, Jonas moved on out. They were able to take out Larfy. Tama ka nga, he is a squishy off hero. Very hard for them to deal with. And however, this Alice double kill now, cleaning up that Lunox. And just like that, they were able to equalize a little bit. 1 for 3 trade rather. And now they're going to be moving on to this third.
Maganda ang turnaround dito ng Axa Cuties. Great conversion, going straight for a turtle. But I think this teaches a lesson over to the Mogs squad. Inisip nila, okay guys, kapag masyado malalim si Yamete, Yamete na, okay? Yamete could decide, stop! Don't force this because he still is a marksman. No matter how strong a Brody is, lalo na early game like this, you should not force it. Yamete Senpai. But, oh, they catch Garma off guard. Then again, that's the problem with an early game for Alice. Hindi pa siya ganong atanky. You can't bait out as much. And again, Percy, this feels so good whenever you get those hits onto the outer shield turrets. That's a lot of gold.
However, now let's take a look at this. Ooh, nice. They were able to catch him out now, fighting him off straight into the tower. He could escape into the side. However, instead, he is still, does not have that chance. And blasted onto the wall, stunned, and left with no other options. Syempre, with 3 heroes there, what could he have done? However, now Mogs strike turns out around. He's trying to change things. Nice pathway. Moving on now, do they want to move forward? No, instead, they will be a little defensive up over here on the side. Na-catch out nila ang Jawhead, trying to move around. Luno trying to move in as well, even deeper into the side. However, now forced the ultimate on out. Now they're back on the defensive. Straight under their tower, what are their options now? Uranus on the side, trying to maybe dissuade them, maybe trying to prevent any other side stabs onto this engagement. No choice now, they'll have to back off. Wait, look at this. Uranus is now bearing on down. Alice now into the fight as well. Will this Barats try to catch somebody on out? No, walang not being able to catch any out. Maybe the Jawhead, maybe the Barats.
To be fair, Percy, yung Asim doon na hinuli kay Bajun, they expended what, 2 or 3 ults. So that's a win, I think, for Mogs. But there you go, another one. Yamete with the avatar of the Guardian by Jom! Anak by Yamete! Jom goes down though. Hot dog dropping the Zaman Force. He's gonna get away with it. But here comes Euphoria. Napasukan. Down to Yamete! Iku! He's coming here and he's going as well. JM Manalang gets a double kill. Nabawi. 2 for 3. But again, that's take 2 for Yamete. Hindi ko dapat ingatan pa nila lalo si Yamete. Save possibly the ejector for things or heroes who are coming in too close to Yamete. But still, that's a win in the long run for Mogs.
What a play right there for both teams. No, I think this could be one of those matches that we were talking about na very close, no, on both ends. And flew out into the wall. Not much being able to make them on there because that is, of course, a Uranus very hard to deal with either way. However, Mogs now on this turtle, they are able to give that onto Yamete on that Brody. Will be very difficult for him to deal with right now. And as you can see, he's bringing on the pain onto the other heroes of Axa Cuties.
Yep. The Axa Cuties are finding themselves right now at an interesting crossroads. Yeah, this is a fight that can last forever. Hold up, sasali! Si Jom, sasali rin si Yamete. PTR KC is in trouble! I guess, if it was just the two of them, baka nakahabol pa si na Olarfi. Pero, since nandun na rin si Yamete, and nag-ult si Yamete, feeling ko okay na rin yun eh. Pinilit na mag-ult masyado ang Mog squad. But nonetheless, they need a lot for this turn to survive. It's gonna go down.
Did you see that insane damage on that Brody? Parang like a huge chunk of the tower is instantly taken on down. Kada hampas niya, grabe talaga ang damage niyan. And really, I would not want to face off against the Brody. Hold up, now they're gonna try the Sparats try to come on in. The Hylos and the Lunox already in. Or rather, not Lunox, that was the one over here. The rest of the Lunox comes on in. Alice now bringing out space, but instead it is a Lunox who takes out the Popol and Koopa. Now they want more hot dog. One on one in, however, the Lunox takes him on down. And a triple kill now for Euphoria. Shut down. Nice one. Takes down 4. This insane Lunox. Just really cleans them on up. Things are now swinging over onto the side of Team Mogs, and things are now looking difficult for Axa Cuties, who were moving on to the advantage earlier on.
Yep. Essentially, what's happening here is nag-aasim na ang Axa Cuties, and this is to the advantage of Mogs because this early on, hindi pa semi-carry si Olarfi. Only if Olarfi and Garma become semi-carries can they really force this. But right now, masaya pa rin si Yamete. But still, napapadalas ang tendencies na dinadive siya tapos walang lumiligtas sa kanya. Kaya 4-3 na yung score niya dito. This could have been smoother or more flawless performance for this Brody. But nonetheless, that's what's keeping this match competitive. That's what's keeping Axa Cuties in the game.
Right now, maybe they're gonna try and work the magic on this Uranus. Now this Hylos now bringing on a stun, another one from the Popol and Koopa. However, that's not enough, and they'll be able to move them on out like that. Grabe talaga, even with all of the CC, even with all of the stun, what I think maybe they're lacking right now is maybe a little bit of damage. Where exactly is the damage coming from? No, on the side of Axa Cuties?
Axa Cuties, their damage mainly, if I noticed, right, was still from Haha Hotdog. But then again, ibig sabihin nun, kailangan ma-set up properly ni Nikoy at saka ni Haha Hotdog yung Zaman Force plus Glory's Pathway. If they make a mistake there, if they don't place it properly, then they're in trouble. Hold up, Percy, big fight, Glory's Pathway plus Avatar Guardian, simulan na!
That's right. And now it looks like the attack is on down. However, just like that, the Brody was taken on down. However, not before taking down the attack. Uranus now taking down the Alice as well. It looks like things are going to be very difficult now for Axa Cuties. They need to move on out. However, before that happens, but that takes down the Lunox, who's been giving them trouble. But not before the Uranus taking down the Popol and Koopa. Now it is a 2-on-2. Who is moving out? This could be trouble for Team Mogs. They need to move on out now. Zaman Force now being dropped down. And just like that, Fanats takes down the Katukacha, no problem. And just like that, things are starting to equalize. Moving Bond back from that disadvantage later on. Oh, look at that. The Brody now stunning on that Uranus into the wall. However, that is a Uranus still tanky as ever. Now the Jawhead in trouble. Will the Zaman Force dropped off just a while ago, now dropped again, and he does go down the Haha Hot Dog.
Okay, so earlier, sinahatdog sila yung nag-aasim, but right now, it may be happening, Percy. Olarfi may be becoming an actual threat, and it might be hard now for Yamete to nip the bud, to nip it at the bud. No, hold up! Last time dito si Bajun! It's too late! Hahatog takes it down! Yamete as well! First baliktad no jutsu pa nga. This is going to be trouble in paradise. Earlier on, it seemed like Mogs had it figured out. But mukhang makakalibreng Lord ngayon ang Aksa Cuties.
And not just Libring Lord, Libring Tower as well. The top tower was also just simply taken down. The tower brought to you by Hop Mover. And now they're moving on to this next objective, which is the Lord. They'll be able to take this one because on the side of Team Mogs, they're down 3. And I'm not sure if this Jawhead or this Gatot will be able to stun him on out. Maybe they'll be able to steal it. No, actually, I don't think so. With all of that abilities in there, instead, yes, it does go to Hotdog, who has been very instrumental in turning this game around for the side of Axabutis.
Yep, this is showing that Harrod is not just an early game hero, not just a mid game hero actually, because we're now approaching the late game. 12 minutes, 30 seconds in. PTR CKC. I'll just call him KC.
Okay.
Si KC dito, or Peter, si Peter na lang. Si Peter dito on that Barats. Just the perfect distraction. Until dumating si Nikoy at saka until pumasok si Hotdog, that's all they need. Parang sa totoo lang, si Hotdog talaga ang main damage source nila eh. Kung wala si Hotdog, everyone else is just panggulo. All RFE maybe as a secondary marksman, but yeah, to be honest, it's all on Hotdog. If they can destroy Hotdog early, then maybe Mogs can turn this around. But right now, it's all about the Axacutis.
That's right, and Axacutis now with the tower, with the Lord coming on in, now moving down into this tower. However, with the shop reaching into the back lane, they were able to take out the Barats, no problem. And just like that, the Brody doing the work alongside the Lunox, shutting down everybody left and right. The only person left now on the side of Axacutis is this Alex. Garma now has to make her escape out, and she actually will. However, what was that? Just like that, along with the Lord, ang ganda ng team play na yon. It's really of combinations bearing down onto their side and all up.
It's the comeback of the comeback. Maganda ang counterplay under the turret, especially dito para sa Mogs. And now, ang una pang mabubutas ay ang Axacutis. They did not see this coming. And look at this now. Detona's welcome. Hinahanap na isa, throwing him into the wall. That's going to be Bajun. And Yamete again found out. Pero may bawi sila. Garma goes down. But at what cost? At the cost of Brody. That's not a good trade, Percy. I don't think so.
That's right, and now they have the counterplay of the counterplay of the counterplay. It looks like they're coming on back. The bite back towards Mogs, and on all sides, things are looking bad. Just like that, Hotdog equalizing, taking down this Gatukutsa, no problem. And now they have no choice but to escape. Just like that, it was a 1-for-2 trade. And while of course things were looking pretty bad on the side of maybe you were able to get a little nakakuha ng konting ng konting back on the side of Axacutis. Things now bringing in pretty close in terms of gold feed and experience.
Yep, may bahagyang pagbawi. And again, it's gonna come down to this other Lord, no? The second Lord of the game, 70 minutes away. 70 seconds away, about a minute. So far, nagdudugo ang Axacutis. They didn't see this coming, pero binigla sila ng Mogs. Binutas yung mid nila. So this is definitely going to be trouble for Axacutis. Because again, the turnaround is coming back. Oh no, Jom, nagkamali siya ng pasok. They missed the Avatar, the Guardian.
And just like that, pinasok agad ang Hylos and he's bearing on down and trying to move away to the team. However, now Axacutis trying to come back. Hotdog taking on one on down. However, the mage on the other side of Team Mogs, that is Luno. Now dealing on the damage that is the form of Luno. Taking on down one, this Barats is in trouble, and so is Hotdog. Luno sitting down one, actually two rather, and Uranus takes down the three, taking out Popol and Koopa, and just like that, na-counteran na naman. Na-counteran na naman just like that.
Si Peter na walang kamalay-malay ang natitira dito sa side ng Axacutis. If he plays this right, he can defend. But more likely than not, it might be over. It's just Nikoy out here. They need Hotdog, and Hotdog is 20 seconds away. hindi nila aasimin, and this is, I think, the best decision they can do here. Axa Cuties, they have to expect that they cannot defend this, that they cannot contest this Lord. Peter, umaasa, pero magkaamali siya. Gonna dash through the wall, only to notice, ay, too late. Lord taken here quickly by Mogs. Gonna be marching down mid, and it's gonna be a defense of a lifetime for Axa Cuties.
Very insane damage now coming on to Yamete. Look at that, just picking up another blade, right there, and it looks like things could be, things are going to look very difficult now for Axel. It hurts so much right now. We have just Rodies has been coming on back online and has been giving them a lot of trouble. And look at that, Toby goes instantly burst down. This Hylos, no problem. Even with the immortality pack back on up, they're now able to reach into the back lines, taking out this Popol and Koopa. And as much as they were able to force out the rest of Axacuties, Mog was able to clean up the Hylos and nobody else except for Peter rather. Can stop them, and there you go. Lunox now cleaning up the Parats. Now they're moving on into the middle lane.
Ay, ay, ay. The fact na nawala si Nikoy really just was the nail in the coffin. There was no one to peel for them. Olarfi gonna go down. Hotdog as well. Garma can only watch as the rest of Mogs wails on the base. Ladies and gentlemen, that's game 1 going over to Mogs. They dropped the ball. They let it slip by maybe thrice this game. But eventually, those mistakes were able to be covered up by the fact na napipilitan nila mag-asim ang side ng Axa Cuties. Good match overall. Parang 2 o 3 yung paikot-ikot. 2 o 3 yung back and forth. Either way, congratulations to Mogs taking game number 1.
What a match, though. Parang talagang tama ka nga, nag-back and forth for a really long while. And these engagements were just really extended over and over again as they brought in fresh reinforcements from the base straight into the fight on both sides. However, now, what I'd like to ask now is, syempre, Mogs takes this game. What do you think were the key points for Team Mogs in order to turn this around and push the seesaw over onto their side and make this move into a win?
Actually, I think it was off of Jom. Maganda yung pasok niya ng Avatar of the Guardian. And it's actually very, how do we say, threatening whenever you see na, oy, ayan na, tatalo na. And then, essentially, you zone out the Zaman Force. You zone out the Glorious Pathway. And that, I believe, messed up quite a bit of what Axa Cuties were planning. Axa Cuties definitely had a fight here. They had a chance. But when it came down to it, there was trouble in paradise. They really had to work on more than just their lineup. And I think key to their game number 2 here, to force game number 3, fix Olarfi's hero choice. Parang everyone felt right. Everyone was in place except for Olarfi. Not to say he's a bad player, but Popol and Koopa just wasn't the right tool for the job here. That aside, I think our brainy good MVP, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, gotta name it, it's Euphoria. Euphoria, 11-3-16! Numbers speak for themselves. Everyone else just did their job. But if I gotta name an MVP, it's Euphoria.
That Lunok, so there were times I thought that they would have a hard time picking heroes off. But instead, if it's not the physical damage of the Brody, it would come in the form of the magical damage of the Lunox coming in on both sides. Now we're moving in on the second match of the series. I'd like to go ahead and ask you what needs to happen now for Axa Cuties in order to maybe draw this into a match 3.
I mentioned one way, no?
Yeah.
Ayusin natin yung hero choice ni Olarfi. Second would be possibly make Peter a more active part. Give Peter a more active role in trying to win this match. Those are my 2 suggestions here for the Axa Cuties. But yeah, that aside, maganda, malapit yung laban eh. That's as much as I'll go here. I think they both definitely had a chance.
Your team is banning.
Okay. Just like that, they interesting choice. They ban out the Lunox. However, on the other side, they ban out
Your
the
team is
Barats.
banning.
Yeah, and again, see, it's Peter. They saw Peter and they're like, ito yung masakit sa ulo, tanggalin
Your
natin.
team
And wag
is
na natin
picking.
bigyan ng chance na mag-Brody.
Now, oh, there you go.
Your
Early
team
core
is
pickup now
picking.
in the form of this Hellcurt.
I don't like it, Percy. Whenever the core is picked up in the first 3 slots, unless it's a Brody,
Jawhead.
I don't like it. Let's
Your
just
team
put it at
is
that.
picking.
But then again, this is their game, so can't blame them. We definitely could see this work out, especially if it's with the right kind of execution. But so far, Mogs is on the right track. Lalo na sa red side sila. This is definitely the way
Your
that you should be
team is
drafting if you're on
picking.
the red side.
I see. Interesting. Now we're seeing some more not really so meta heroes. We've seen Nana in this game quite a few times. Now on the other side, is this going to be a mage as well?
Hmm. No,
Your team
it's
is
the same. That's Joms. Gatot. Garma, baka nga side lane yan. Who knows? I don't know. Side lane Nana, it's a thing. You could definitely make the Nana work for you if you play it right. But so far, Korang importante dito para sa Mogs. I got eyes on Mogs here.
Mogs. What can
Your
Mogs
team
bring out?
is
They
banning.
actually do have a lot of things that they can bring out, no? Mentioned earlier, the Hayabusa, which was banned out, now is one of their heroes that they're very comfortable with. Sure, it may not be meta, but there
Your
you go,
team
na-ban
is
out.
picking.
Sorry.
Takot na takot sila sa Hayabusa ni Yamete. I don't know.
Your
I guess there's a
team
reason
is
why.
picking.
So, again, they're leaving it up to chance. This is Euphoria's Farsa. Based on game 1, no? This is Euphoria's Farsa, and they're still keeping it open for Yamete. Yamete can still pick up the Roger. Yamete can still pick up the YSS, the Ling, the Lancelot. Ang dami pa choices dito para kay Yamete. So definitely red side, good side here for Mogs. Hahotdog might play the Hellcurt here, but then again, I'm not super fond of the Hellcurt. So what? No! Who the talk, ladies and gentlemen? Layla nagpapakita dito sa WIC Open. I like it though. I like it. Project Next was kind to Layla.
Layla did get pretty not really so much of an upgrade. But then now looks like mas may utility na siya. Not really utility. That's not the right word. What word am I looking for in terms of Layla getting a boost up?
She's viable. That's what I think. She's viable. She has viability now. And really for the side of Mogs, anything goes. Sa totoo lang, they have free reign. They don't have to counter anything specific. So they just pick up good stuff. Ling, this draft here, ang parang off lang dito para sa akin ng konti is the gatot, but everything else is just good stuff. This looks normal.
I'm now interested to see how this will develop further on and play into the match. We now have just good heroes, good lineup. But is there anything that maybe sticks out to you that could be something we should be watching out for as we move into this match?
My brainy good draft pick here brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. It's that Layla. Again, Project Next, make the most of it. You have access to it. Why not? No? But that aside, I think I have eyes on this more efficient lineup from Mogs. Might be a 2-0. That's going to be my prediction.
All right, so let's see if your prediction will pan out. We'll drive straight into the action right after this.
By the way, Jimmy, this is Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Interesting, interesting. It looks like all 5 of Mogs is here in the middle. What is this? Is this a new strategy 050? Of course, I'm just kidding here. And now everyone moving into their standard 1v1. And the middle lane now, Jake Manalang trying to move in, catch somebody on out. Farsa really didn't move out into the top lane. Maybe they tried to go for an early pick off. But instead, they're now moving into their standard lanes, and just like that, we now move on to other things.
Ah! I just noticed yung interesting laning choice, or sorry, interesting draft choice ng Axa Cuties. Feeling ko sinabi nila, okay, if our traditional approach didn't work, let's try something crazy. Lagay natin yung Layla side lane. Gold lane, Layla. This makes sense, and Jom is having a hard time.
This is and it's Hot Dog who picks this one on up, and it looks like Jom's gonna have to run for his money right here. Trying to put things on out.
Yeah. And again, it's 1-2-2. 1-2-2 ang galaw dito ng Axa Cuties, and this might just be enough for to throw off the Mog squad, but look at the Euphoria in trouble.
That's right. The Uranus now looking to have now in trouble, and now having to face off against 3, and it looks like Euphoria that was initially in trouble is the one who will convert that into a first blood. That first blood, of course, brought to you by Tough Mama, but then down bot, we weren't able to see that one. The Tigreal in combination with his Layla, of course, our last 2 picks coming out from the side of Axa Cuties, was able to take down Gamit, if I'm not mistaken. It was able to take down Jom.
Yeah. Maganda yun, lamang sila doon because they were able to waste Jom's Revitalize. And look at this, Euphoria, point blank. Feathered Airstrike, wings by wings, out. So, sayangan ng ult. But then again, that just means they're making the most of what resources they have. So, both teams here, definitely they know the importance of this last game. And here's a big 3-man rotation.
Alright, there you go. The Tigreal now coming on out. Hellkirk popping on this ultimate. Things are going to be pretty bleak now for the side of Wogs. And out from their initial initiation, it now looks like this pro will be the one to back on out. And just like that, they were able to mitigate this possible ambush and protect this Layla. Now I'm really seeing this Layla really could do a lot of damage and do a lot of work in engagements like this.
Yep, and again, this is a perfect kind of tank for her. She has huge range. You have the Tigreal to space out, push people away, and if you want to engage, implosion, pilitin mo na. Kahit mamatay yung Tigreal, basta makadalawa yung Layla lamang. So, this is great for the Axa Cuties, but again, execution is the other half of that plan. So, they need to pull through with that. Bajun though. Tinan mo si Bajun. Nag-aabang. Oh!
Goof na nabulod out there. Just like that, sabi mo, naka-implosion siya. However, in comes the Gatuka siya. Now, nice ultimate straight in the face of Bajon. And he is able to take him on down. However, now in trouble, both sides. Tama nga, they need to able to space out this, make space for this Layla. Will you be able to make it out? Nikoy coming on in, just a slice off, and a hot dog. Taking that one on down, killing spree for this Layla. That is insane.
Wow.
Ability niya to control that one. That was insane.
Mapipilitan bang mag-game 3 off the back of an excellent Layla? I don't know. Hot dog, it's on your shoulders, friend. Dahil si Nikoy dito, nagtatrabaho lang. And he hasn't even died. This is amazing for a Tigreal. Lalo na ang dami nakabatay sa kanila. Tinan mo, Yamete and Bajun.
And looks like they want another. They understand that the Hot Dog is going to be the crux of this battle. And just like that, they try to take on down the Stigreal, but instead, Layla mega kill now on that Jawhead. While that happening, 4 heroes now on the side of Axa Cuties, bearing down on this Katukacha. Oh, wait, no, there you go. The Katukacha coming on in, and they take down Nikoy, finally taken on down. However, still the core hero here, which is so on the side, on this Layla, still dealing on damage. They're still trying to take him on out, but instead they had to sacrifice all RP for that. Oops, no, Ling not giving them that opportunity, but he dies to the Layla.
Nako, mali yung target. Feeling ko na misclick yun eh. Ang na-target niya doon si Garma, and that's exactly what the Axa squad wants. They want this Nana to be a pain in the behind. They want the Nana to tank or to peel for Hotdog. And because of that, Hotdog is sitting at a very comfortable 5-0-1 Percy. This Layla is farming up. And there's no one to stop her. 14k, almost 15k. So that's about 1,000 gold lead here for the side of Axa Cuties, and most of it is on the Layla, almost at 4k as well.
I think the only thing now that Mogs can do in order to slow down this Layla is maybe an interruption, maybe from Ling, maybe from the Farce. However, the Farce is also having her own problems with the top lane. However, let's take a look at this one. Ling trying to catch out these Helgert with help from with some help from the Jawhead, but instead you're not able to catch him on out. This Ling, maybe you should be trying to take out more targets. I'm not sure. But then it's now very hard for them to take him on out. If they can't take out the Helgert, they can't take out the Nana, how much more this Layla? And just like that, we're now out onto the Tigreal while taking down that tower. The rest of the heroes come on in. Nana taking out that Jawhead with the rest of the squad behind them. Kaya nilang convert over onto their side, and nothing is stopping them.
Yeah, the name of the game here is target prioritization. Kailangang mag-all-in ni Yamete. Kailangan niyang pusuan at hanapin si Hotdog, but that's easier said than done. Because there's so many in the way. There's Garma, who can hit you with the Molina CC. There's Nikoy, who can push you back. And then there's Olarfi, who can just blow you up. And now look at this, pumasok! Si Bajun!
It's like that. What was going on there? Were they trying to come on in? Okay, now I see him coming on out. Badger now moving on out. However, in comes Gatucha along with Ling trying to catch somebody on out. However, now they're into a cat. But look at that. Hotdog from the side. Actually, from the rear. Facing off comfortably, shooting them on down one after the other. And a triple kill now on the Layla. Out all of these heroes top on mid.
Mukhang sulit. Mukhang sulit ang pagda-draft dito ni Hotdog ng Layla. Who the tank? Ladies and gentlemen, who could have said na ganito ang mangyayari dito sa atin sa WIC? Hotdog with that Layla single-handedly buying possibly a game 3 here, buying out one more chance for tournament life here for Axa Cuties.
I don't want to say. I'm at loss for words. I don't know how to, because I'm surprised. As much as I understand what kind of firepower a Layla could bring into this game, I'm really surprised that they're not able to catch him out with all of the abilities that Mogs has. Just like, if you look at this, got the airstrike now onto CPRT, and they take him out just like that. Ling also in the area, they're able to take on heroes like that. Surely they can take down the Layla, no problem, just like that as well.
Yeah, guys, huwag niyo natatawanan na kung may magagamit ng mga Layla sa inyo. Kung kasing galing ni Hotdog at kaya niyo protektahan just as much as Garma and Nikoy has been doing, it's worth it. But hold up, nakapag-push naman din ng bahagya dito. Actually, you know what? Never mind. That was just the first push. Hirap na dito ang Mogs. Oh no, and the later this game goes, the stronger Hotdog gets. Picking up the Berserker's Fury now, the crits are real here, Percy. I have no idea what else they can do here to stop it, and matapang pa sila. They're gonna go for the contest on this turtle.
Dom now trying to get on some, however, the ultimates on out, feathered airstrike now popping on in, trying to prevent Axa Cuties rather from taking this out. However, instead, Ling will also be able to take down, finally taking down Hotdog rather. And this is exactly what we needed in order to maybe equalize the game, give them more chances. And now more on the side of Axa Cuties going down, just like that. It is Joms now, Patrick rather, who gets taken on down. Feathers like trying to catch out Garma, and just like that, 3-0 plus a turtle.
That's a turnaround. That's the turnaround. That's the moment. I think they should convert here and convert with gusto. These two up top, Joms and JM, take it. Pati mid, meron na rin. Okay, so naghaharap na ng power mall dito si Yamete, sitting at 3-2-3. I don't know if Baojun should have built that Cursed Helm. He definitely has so much more to build, possibly a Dominance Ice or even a Twilight Armor para talagang mapigilan dito si Hotdog because that's temporary. Hotdog is back on the prowl once more and is just as much a threat as he was earlier. Maybe if they shut him down 2 more times, then they're out of they're out of the woods. But right now, still in trouble. Percy big team fight in the jungle.
That's right. Just like that, Patrick takes down the Ling. That is a start of trouble right here because that gives Hotdog free reign to deal the damage in, and so does just like that, Hellkirk now taking down another, and it looks like the Mogs is now trying to convert. They're trying to move things on in. However, Fetid is right now. No, they just march straight on down, face to face, and absolutely ignore all of these strikes coming on down because they are 5. And they can tank it all in. However, they are now going to be disengaging from that one. And just like that,
Lord,
Axa Cuties
resurrecting soon.
taking back the advantage that they earlier had.
The Axa Cuties, it's interesting, no? First, the Axa Cuties, a lot of what they're doing is off of the back of Hotdog. So it's a very all-in strategy. So ang key nila dito is protectan si Hotdog, and so far they're getting it right. But isang magandang talo lang ni Joms, isang magandang unstoppable force lang ni JM na lang, then they're done. Look at this, they get it! Oh, there's the ejector! There's the Venom Air Strike, and they're gonna get down! Hotdog, and the rest goes from here.
That's right. And of course, things are not done just yet. Ejector now onto Nikoy, and he will go down. Of course, he still has immortality. However, like that, the Link is in the house, taking down the Tigreal, and he could go for more. Double kill indeed on that Garma. Nana now down as well, and does he go for a third one? The cloak already in, and the Uranus goes down. Triple kill on the side of Mogs. That was insane. This is the part where Link is now online and can reach on back out. And look at that. The moment Hotdog goes down, you are absolutely right. You just fall apart.
Yep, ayan na nga. This is the free Lord that the Mogs squad needs to get back into this game. So far, they're now ahead, Percy, by 1,000 gold, give or take. Pag nakuha na pa nila ng Lord, lalo. And what they should do is reset. After taking Lord here, reset, go back to the lanes, clear it as much as possible. It's about equilibrium right now. It's equally blue and red. Hanapan ulit nila ng perfect moment para gulatin si Hotdog. Because I feel like Hotdog right now, it's kind of scared. Hotdog right now feels like, oh, we're in trouble, and there's another engagement.
And just like that, the Kufra now comes on in. However, Hotdog doing the work. Ling is nowhere to be found. If they cannot take down this hero, then it will be difficult. However, just like that, he comes on in. There's nobody guarding the backlines because the Tigreal is out in front, and he does take down all our fear on that Hellkirk. Nothing more to be done, and now Tigreal is down. However, not before the Uranus taking down the Link with the thing down. How will they be able to counter this very aggressive Layla? Now, bearing down, shots fired onto this Jawhead, and this Uranus is now just zoning them on out instead. They understand that the creeps, or of course, they need to protect their assets, or the objectives are more important, and they need to drive out the Lord, the creeps, and everything else.
Ang nakikita ko mangyayari dito is they're gonna go back and forth again like this until one more fatal mistake. And my suggestion here to Mogs, don't engage here. Force out other lanes. Hayaan nyo si Lord Jan. But now Jom is gonna pay the price.
That's right, immortality pops in. Could not get out of it alive. He's low, and just like that, double stun rather. And Garb takes down that one. Lord still being a problem for, actually no, I take that back. Lord no longer a problem for them. And just like, you're absolutely right. They should have walked away from that one.
Hinayaan na lang muna, no? But right, as it is right now, it's not too late for them to reset. Lamang na ngayon sa Torre ang Mog squad. And we might actually be mistaken here, Percy. They might actually be calculating this all at the same time. Sinasabi nila, okay, bigyan natin si Jom, but we have to make sure that we're winning middle and bottom. Yung top, it'll take care of itself. Medyo lamang sila bahagyan ng wave clear because of the far side. Now they're gonna catch off all our feet. Ooh, Asimin, Tempest of Blade, they get him down and they reset.
And just like that, they take down both Polarity and Hotdog. Ling doing the work. However, of course, he goes down to Garma, but then he is done. He is done. He takes down the Hellkirk. He takes down the Layla. His job is done.
Oh, that's worth it. That's worth it. But the shutdown on Yamete might be lethal. Pero tinaman na sa top lane, tsaka sa mid, sarili-sariling kayod ang ating mga tanks.
Of course, our tanks doing the work. Dealing off, facing off against each other. However, this was a little bit more interesting. Patagi able to take out Euphoria, who was a little low on the side, and now he is the one in trouble. Nikoi is trying to provide maybe some form of backup, and they will be able to move on out from this one. Actually, they should rather, because tanks dueling off the tanks, and nothing much is happening. Where's the damage coming on in? Other than on the edge, I really don't see it.
Tawag doon pokpokan, alright? It actually sounds like that in the game if you have your volume up. But right now, I feel like the Axa Cuties, they understand that they are on the offensive. Tamang hanapan lang to ng window because Euphoria is in here. First, big fight.
Olarky now popping in his ultimate. However, Ling not able to find target. Yamete right onto that hot dog, and he does take down the Layla. However, he's now in trouble because actually no, he's not in trouble. Euphoria taking down the Helter, no problem right there. However, Tigreal taking down a little bit damage. The reincarnation already popped, and it looks like they are in trouble. They are being forced to back on out. It's now Axa QCs who are on the back foot, have to retreat back to their lives and maybe defend. While on the bottom lane, you can see Nana in control of that one. Uranus now has to face the pure onslaught of all of these four Predators right now coming on in, shut down just like that.
Oh no, Yamete for Hot Dog, Peter and Olarfi, worth it. Lalo na't the waves are crashing on down for the side of Mogs. Kung mabutas nila to sa mid, that's definitely going to be a closer sign to the 2-0. But Nikoi is gonna make him work for it. And it looks like they are not gonna get it. Bajun goes down.
Defense right there. What a defense. They were able to force him on out, Garma, and Nikoi, of course, forcing him on out. However, now, taking a look at this, Hot Dog is now back online. Level 15, already full out, I think. Taking a look at that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 cores already. And now it's going to be very difficult for them to approach this one, especially on the defensive side.
Nabutas na yung mid, nabutas na rin yung bot. That's definitely going to be trouble for the Axa Cuties squad. And now, the second Lord of the game comes up. We're sitting at about 18 minutes. Yamete catches out Olarfi. Mault niya ba? Oh no, umasim! Yamete, no! Yamete, your name! Yamete!
Yeah. And just like that, Hot Dog cleans up with his damage, and look at that, they're gonna be able to get this Lord for free, maybe a little or not. In the periphery, we already know what's coming on up. Maybe they're looking for a good opportunity to this, and just like that, Katukucha will be probably jumping on in alongside this Kufra. Their strike, however, Lord was able to fall onto the side of Axa Cuties. However, damage already has been done. Nikoi falling to that exchange for nothing instead. And look at that. Just like that, Hot Dog falls down.
Oh,
Falls
wait!
down.
Nako, baka kulang na yung Lord. Well, yes, they are each a Lord. Gonna go down bottom, pero mukhang masyadong marami ang losses ng Axa Cutie squad. Garma left alone here. This Nana is unsupervised, ladies and gentlemen. As Yamete comes through, full energy bars yan. He's gonna be marching down whichever lane he decides, and it's going to be Pandemonium in the base of Axa Cuties. Percy, Luge, kahit na sabihin mo may Lord kayo, oh, this might be it, man. We might see a 2-0.
Things like that. You don't want to give an opportunity for Axa Cuties. This is their last chance to move things over. If they turn this around, they can do this. 4 heroes versus 2. Nikoi now back on up. They do have a chance to force him on out while the Jawhead deals with the Lord, preventing him from moving on to the tower. And wisely so, they decide to disengage because they see Nikoi up. 9 seconds up before the Uranus comes back up on as well. And just like that, Layla also back online.
Woo! Nakapag-depensa pa. Okay. So again, paunahan mainip dito. Olarfi goes down. And yeah, I think Bajun's gonna be okay. Implosion! Okay, nasayangan na ng ult. Dito si Nikoi. So dapat binibilang na ng Mog squad to. And they're gonna go in. Percy.
Just like that, ooh, Ling now, he knows the target, he's trying to get a hotdog, and just like that, 2 ultimates randomly, the Cobra takes on the final kill, and without the Layla, what can they do? 3 heroes still on the side, being on the defensive. What are their options right now? Now it looks like the Uranus is in trouble as well. He can push them on out, however, can he stop the inevitable force feather airstrike? Dealing the damage, however, Ling is the one who finishes it off. Dharma is the only person left along with McCoy. They know that the implosion is already back on up. However, that is not enough to turn things around.
Percy, it's over. The Mog Squad eliminate AXA Cuties. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another elimination here. Thank you so much to the Cuties, though, for joining us. I'm going to name our MVP here, and it's not going to be a surprise. It's Jom, all right? Almost all of the eliminations, almost all of the turnarounds happened off of Jom's strong start. So that's going to be our brainy good MVP here, brought to us by Memo Plus Gold.
What am I really thought that we would be seeing a game 3 here. However, Mogs saw an opportunity. They really took it and they drove it straight home. Quite literally, rather. What a match. What a match. I really don't know what to say. What do you think were the key points here? Key points here on the side of both Mogs and on the side of AXA Cuties.
20-minute game. I'd say for a good 13 minutes, lamang ang AXA Cuties, no? But again, the only reason why they were ahead is because of hotdog. So it's literally putting all your eggs in one basket. Olarfi, it was a side lane, no, it was a mid lane Hellcurt. Nag-1-2-2 sila, but he was too busy rotating and he was too busy doing things his own way. So, hindi rin masyadong nakaporma itong Hellcurt natin. So, again, it was just all on hotdog. And again, just eliminate hotdog and it's over. So, yeah, with that being said, it all comes down to if you can take down a hotdog and you make the most of it. So, even if this is an immortality-powered Layla, it really just has to end some way, somehow. And the lineup of Mogs, it's traditional, it's safe, and that's where we find ourselves. A 2-0 win once more. Congratulations to the Mog Squad.
All right, so thank you very much, AXA Cuties. Instead, we'll hope to see you in the next, maybe in the next season of WIC Open. However, Mogs, will be seeing you again next time as we move into, as we continue on your lower bracket fight. Right. So, of course, this ends our day for today. But before we end, let's go ahead and check out what exactly we have for day 9. Who are we expecting to match off this Wednesday? And, of course, it's going to be another match of AXA Tansui here for our upper bracket, facing off against HB Trojans, who took off really early and was able to make a win from this one, as they took off a win from Work by default. And just like that, Work will also have their chance to claw their way back up, as this is the lower bracket 5 versus .exe. .exe winning off their last match, their last lower bracket match. They won one, and now they need to beat somebody who's just recently fallen down from the upper bracket.
Yep, AXA Tansui, sila na lang natitira yata na representative ng AXA. So we're saying goodbye here to the Cuties, but Tansui will now be fighting for 2. So definitely this Wednesday, mainit ang labanan because we're getting closer and closer to our playoffs.
All right, so super excited to see how things will be going on and looking forward to these matches this Wednesday. So with that, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll catch you on Wednesday. Once again, my name is Percy. With me is Leo, shoutcasting and hosting the WIC Open for you today and for the rest all the way until our end, November 30. So make sure you catch it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be right here on the WIC Facebook page for more updates. So thank you, good night, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.